path it would take. You would, of course, prepare. You would talk with your loved ones, and you'd make a plan today. It's true, I can't tell you a tornado will strike tomorrow, but shouldn't you have a plan anyway? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Stab at your best picks, NFL, college, you name it. Let's hear, and then when we take the break, I'll come back and I got some games I want you to weigh in on. Go ahead. Let me hear.
That's amazing. That's amazing, Marty. Thank you for doing that. So tonight, I know a lot of people are high on Rutgers. They have the number one rated offensive line in college football. Think they'll control the ball. I know Coach DeBoer left Washington, but they still have some talent. I really like the Washington Huskies tonight getting a point. As you know, they're away. They're a dog by a point and a half. I like the Washington Huskies money line. Mm-hmm. And you can't forget about Miami tonight. This is a game that everybody's very, very high on. I see the line movement. It's flying up as far as the over goes. So I would give a pick on that. We're going to stay away from it, but I like the Hurricanes to win, and I'll just leave that pick alone. My favorite game of the week, and it goes back to Kirby Smart. Being under Nick Saban, Kirby Smart, coaching under Nick Saban, learning what he did, going to Georgia, taking it there, but they are only 1-3 against Alabama. Now, Coach DeBoer came in and he's done a great job. I think Alabama gets the win again. I love Alabama money line. Those are probably my favorite too. And then how can you go against Ole Miss, man? Ole Miss they're on fire. Jackson Dart is a complete stud. Look, he's got the best name as a quarterback, Jackson Dart. He's out there throwing darts. He's throwing touchdowns literally on almost every freaking pass, right? So Jackson Dart, Ole Miss at home, 17.5. I always buy a little insurance. That's what I tell my players to do, my clients to do. I'll even buy 1 point, but I think Ole Miss rolls in that game, and they blow them out and keep moving. Those are my three favorite picks of the week.
All right, let me tell you something that is conventional, and it's not exclusive to a dummy like me. When I see the Rutgers Scarlet Knights playing the Washington Huskies, two thoughts come to mind. What the hell are they doing on the same football field together? And number two, how can Rutgers be favored? So I'm saying to you, I'm going to fly in the face of conventional wisdom. If I see Washington and Rutgers, unless they're playing a cheerleading contest, I'm taking Washington every single time. However, I think it's a trap. Rutgers is winning this game tonight, Big Cat, and I'm going to call you at 2 a.m. to remind you. Your reaction, please. Let me hear.
I love you, man. I cannot wait till you call me at 2 a.m. because you know what? I'm going to wake my butt up. I'm going to answer the phone and say, hey, I told you, man, look, Washington, they've had a great program for a long time. Rutgers, they got Coach Ciano back, and they've been building it for the last 4 years, right? So I think they keep it close, and they try to run the ball. And like everybody says, they have the number one rated offensive line, and they're going to control the clock. But there's some talent, man. That kid, Will Rogers, that came from the SEC, that plays for Washington, he's a stud. He can sling it. I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball as good as everybody thinks. And let me tell you something else. This is why I'm staying away from the Miami game, even though I like Miami. Thursday and Friday nights in college football, weird things happen. They've been happening for 15 to 20 years, and only a 1.5-point spread is not weird, but look for something else weird to happen tonight. I think the Rutgers lose.
That's going to be fun. Hey, I want to say something. We'll get back to the games in a moment, but you and Tucker Byrne, who's in our management team, I want to say something right now, DJ, because I think this is important to a very vast audience out there. You are not a boiler room guy. You're not giving out one side on this radio show and jumping on your podcast and giving out the other side to dupe people into, oh, this guy's good, man. We all know, we were born at night, but last night. I want to say something right now. You stand behind your picks. You're going to have losing streaks. You know that. That's just reality. But the fact of the matter is, you've got a method to your zaniness and your madness. I want you to explain right now how integral you are, and you're not doing the boiler room picks just to, fleece people. Because if you were, we wouldn't sign on with you. Tell us your philosophy, and thank you for being straight up. And if you have a bad streak, guess what? You're human. It's hard to do this. If you go 60%, you make a lot of people rich. Again, I want to say something because of my past, and I'm aligned with this. Folks, enjoy this. Make it entertainment. Bet with your head, not over it. Talk about your philosophy. Go ahead. Let me hear.
Yes, sir, Marty. And I think you said it best. I've been sports betting for 20-plus years. And now obviously it's turned into a business and whatnot, but I don't do what these other guys do. You know, I've been a guy that even though I've been good at sports betting in the past, I've bought packages just to see what these other people were doing. And I've had my friends buy packages, and what 99% of these guys are doing, man, is if the Yankees play the Red Sox, they give, half of you guys the Red Sox, half of you guys the Yankees. They take your money. That's not what I'm about. I've never been about that. So I put a lot of effort into these things. I watch the line movement, the public line movement. I watch where the money goes. I watch the sharp movement. I literally look at the weather reports, the injury reports. I put a lot of time in this so I can make sure that people that are investing their money are actually getting something out of it. So now, to your point, this is sports betting. I've had streaks where I've literally went 0-12 and thought, how the heck do I get out of this? And I couldn't come out of it until game 14. That's happened in the past. However, it's a long-term game, people. So if you're investing your money and you say, dang, DJ, he went 0-3, which that happened a couple of days ago. He go 0-3 on a lot of people that signed up. And then we come back and we go 5-2. Listen to me. It's not a one-day game or a one-week game. It's like the stocks. When you put your money into the stock market, you expect to get rich in 1 or 2 or 3 months? No, it's over time. So the thing that I do, I'm very consistent with my bets. I put a lot of time into them, and I want to help you guys win money being consistent, not trying to get rich in a day or 3 days, because in a day or 3 days, it's not going to happen. That's just the reality.
Yeah, and here's what I'm going to tell you, and you and I love it. You're going with Washington tonight. I'm going with Rutgers. And I'm going to tell you, Washington, the Huskies, those puppies are going to run out of the tunnel and go, wait, there's no tunnel. There's bleachers. This is a high school field. There's a 50-50 raffle here. What the hell are we playing, high school or college football? I'm telling you right now, Rutgers is going to win because Washington's going to think they're playing a scrimmage. Are you kidding me? This isn't big-time football in New Jersey. I think the Huskies are going to be like, what the hell is going on? We're playing in a high school field. Give me 20 seconds on that. We'll go to break and come back and pick some games. Go ahead.
Hey, man, those little puppy dogs, they're going to come out fired up. You forget, they have something to prove, too. Coach DeBoer left for Alabama, big, bad Alabama. Everybody wrote them off, so they're not going to win. They're going to do this. They're going to lose. They're going to get their butt kicked here. They got a little something to prove, too. So they gained a couple hours, flying over to the East Coast. You're going to see. You're going to call me at 2. I want you to call me at 2 in the morning, and please apologize to me.
I'm going to call you, man. You think I'm joking. You know what? I may not call you because your wife will grab you by the throat and choke you. I'm going to text you, and I am going to text bomb you. DJ, what were you thinking, big cat? I'm going to get after you, brother.
I love it. I love it.
I love you. Hey, listen, you sit tight there. Go get a cold one. I'm sipping coffee. Life is good, but we got a menu of games. We've got games, and I want you to give out the phone number, website, whatever you want, because I want people to get good, professional, enthusiastic touting, and we want to keep it on the high road. You stay right there. We are presented by Geico, and I want to say a big shout-out to the Barclays folks in New York City and the use of their American Express rooms at the Barclays Center, New York Liberty, Atlanta Dream. Now it's going to be the Connecticut Sun who knocked out Caitlin Clark, and Indiana taking on Minnesota, and we got Vegas and New York. We're down on the Final Four in the WNBA. Thank you, Barclays. I'm Marty Terrell. We're coming right back, right here on Sports Byline. Sports Weekend. Don't go away.
Total Wireless is made to totally keep up with you. We now have unlimited data that never slows you down, covered by the Verizon 5G network, and all for less than $30 a month when you get 4 lines. And the best part? We give you a free Samsung Galaxy A54 5G when you switch to the Total 5G Plus Unlimited plan. Visit your local Total Wireless store today. Total Wireless, we're totally with you. Actual speeds may vary by location. For data management practices, see TotalWireless.com.
My fellow Americans, let the message ring out that from this day forward, when you buy American, you buy the best. Handcrafted, something premium, something pure. For this is the very essence of what our servicemen and women gave their lives to protect, and by God, we shall not allow their sacrifice to be forgotten. It's time to show the world just how great American can be. And we will not wait for tomorrow to come. We will stand here, this moment, together. And we will start today. Don't ever forget how great it is to be American. America we need right now. American Premium Vodka. Celebrate responsibly.
President Biden recently released a massive $6 trillion budget, the largest budget in U.S. history. And guess who pays the bill? That's right, you, the American taxpayer. American citizens and business owners will be paying more taxes. That's a fact. And if you owe back taxes, they will be coming after you to collect payments. In fact, President Biden also hired thousands more IRS agents to go after you. If you got a letter from the IRS and you know you owe back taxes or you haven't filed in years, don't put your head in the sand. Call us today. We've saved our customers millions of tax dollars. One quick, free phone call will show you how we can reduce your past tax bill and save you thousands. Guaranteed, or you pay nothing. Call now.
800-949-0039. 800-949-0039. That's 800-949-0039. Paid for by the Tax Helpline.
And here's the pitch.
Want to score some runs with your family? How about an all-inclusive 5-day, 4-night vacation for 2 adults and 2 children at the Ocean Spa Hotel in Cancun for only $699. Includes airport pickup, hotel, and all food and drinks, including alcohol. And you can travel anytime in the next 12 months with no blackout dates. So visit CancunEscapes.com/radio to book a family vacation for 4 for only $699.
Going, gone with CancunEscapes.com/radio.
Please stand by for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure.
Right here for the Western Reserve Marquis, Dave Clark, high atop the press box. That's why you hear the wind as we're trying to dodge the raindrops. We are in the Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference tonight, Dave. It is Springfield and Jackson Milton, and it is homecoming for the Blue Jays.
Yes, it is. And, this is really nice tonight, Mark. When they say be in the elements, that's where we're at, in the elements, and give us a different perspective of the game. But I'm looking forward to it. They got everything looking good for homecoming, and we're ready for a good game tonight.
Springfield, the Tigers under head coach Sean Guerrero come in 3-2, 2-0 in the Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference. And the Jackson Milton Blue Jays are 2-3, 0-2 in the MVAC under head coach Nathan Brody. We're going to step aside for our first timeout. When we come back, we'll go right into the Malutic Live Coaches Corner and hear from Springfield head coach Sean Guerrero after this break here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Pintura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Pre-game show continues, joined by Coach Guerrero of the Springfield Tigers. Coach, you come off a nice victory over Camel last week. How do you feel like your team is playing right now?
I feel like over the past 3 weeks, we've really made some strides offensively, defensively, and actually all three phases of the game with special teams too. So, now it's the part where you kind of evaluate yourself at the beginning of the season, and then you try to get the kids to end up focusing on those little things, making sure defense will run into the football, offensively we're assignment sound, and special teams, just making sure we're playing the field position game and trying to pin them as deep as we can.
Coach, you've always had such a good special teams squad. Is there something you can point to that keys that area of the game?
Well, I think it's there just trying to figure out your personnel. For us, we want to put the kids in the best situation they could be to be successful. And I think we got a couple good weapons. Kaysen has done a great job, and talk about getting better. Every week he's done a good job. We've been able to, kick it deep. We've been able to, Pooch squibbed the ball. First play of the game in Campbell, we kind of squibbed one. It hit off one of their players, and we recovered it. So it's just, we just want to be as consistent we can, in the kicking game for us to be able to make sure, like I said, we can pin them deep and try to make teams, go as far as they can to drive.
Coach, we are past the halfway point of the regular season. Have you learned anything about your team you may not have known when you played your week 1 game?
For this, I think our kids just have a great drive. I think our senior group, has that to where the kids continuously come out and put effort in. One thing my staff and I always end up saying, we got to do the work on Monday through Thursday to be successful on Friday. And I really feel like this group and the senior group has done a very good job in making that push just to make sure we can be playing our best football by the end of the year.
Coach, tonight it's Jackson Milton. Tell us about preparation for the Blue Jays and what's a key to get a road victory.
Well, for us, something that always kind of worries me is the travel, making sure when you got to get on a bus and travel, more than 20, 30 minutes. Sometimes I don't want the kids to lose focus for that. But when it comes for us, the challenges they're going to give us, they do a lot of different things offensively. They kind of give us some unbalanced looks. They're going to get the ball, to their playmakers in space. So we got to be able to make sure our defense is running to the ball. And defensively, they kind of bring it. They're going to kind of get after it. They blitz. They come from a lot of different directions. So our kids need to make sure that we know what we're doing and we're picking up those blitzes just so we can end up being successful. Over the past couple weeks, I keep telling our kids that we got to offensively, we got to focus on getting first downs, not touchdowns. So if we can get the ball and get some drives going, I think it puts us in a good situation.
Coach, as always, appreciate your time and best of luck tonight.
Thanks so much, Mark. I appreciate it.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330 540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Malutic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Malutic_live. And remember, our fans come first.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway club fitting center, and an Odyssey fitting studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Pre-game show continues, joined by the head coach of the Jackson Milton Blue Jays. And Coach, it's been a rough couple of weeks for your squad. What's it going to take to kind of turn things around and get things back on track?
Yeah, it's going to take a near-perfect game for us. We're going to have to be really sound offensively and defensively, make sure we cause turnovers and limit our penalties. We're also going to have to force Springfield to have a few turnovers in this game in order for us to be in the game in the fourth quarter.
Coach, what have you learned about your football team that you know now, 5 weeks into the season, that you may not have known getting ready to play game one?
Well, I know back in the summer, and I know leading up to our first game or two, I knew we did not have a ton of depth. But now, as we're inside the season now, it's kind of we're losing more depth every single week. So that's an issue we're trying to face every week. The lack of numbers is a real problem. We just had to cancel our first JV game of the year. So I think with the lack of numbers, we're kind of learning that our guys got to play multiple positions. I mean, just because they practice at a certain spot all week, with only so many kids on the team, they may have to play a different spot come Friday night. And I think our kids are resilient and they're coachable. So as long as they continue to be that way, I think we'll be okay.
When you look up this matchup with Springfield, you get a chance to play this game at your beautiful new home facility. What has it been like playing games there so far?
It's been really nice. Our administration has done such a great job with giving us the proper facility to host these events and have our guys excited about being at home to play football games. We're really excited about it. The travel, we used to have to travel to our home games. We take a bus there. We no longer have to do that. So we're able to save a little bit more time, focusing on some X's and O's, some adjustments pregame, things like that maybe we weren't able to do in the past. So we're very excited about playing at the new stadium.
Coach, thank you for a couple minutes of your time, and best of luck tonight.
All right, thank you, Mark.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Would you like a copy of one of the exciting games you heard on the iMedia One network? Just email us and we'll tell you how to get one. Email davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com. That's davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One network.
And we welcome you back up top the press box here in windy Jackson Milton. The Blue Jays have taken the field down here below us, off to our left, in blue pants with the navy blue jerseys and white numbers trimmed in blue. And the Tigers are off to our left as well in the end zone. Black pants, white jerseys, orange numbers trimmed in black. And you just heard the Malutic Live Coaches Corner. Malutic Live is your home for high school sports. Follow them on social media at Malutic_Live. Dave, when you look inside the numbers for the Springfield Tigers, they are 3-2, 2-0 in the Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference under head coach Sean Guerrero. They come off a 37-8 win over the Camel Memorial Red Devils. They averaged just a hair under 30 points per game, and they give up about 18.
Yeah, I tell you, we've seen them earlier in the season, and they were just trying to get some of the kinks and everything out of the system, defensively and offensively. But you could see it was coming around, and they're starting to put those things together now.
And they will face Western Reserve, who comes in to play tonight at 5-0 next week. Jackson Milton under head coach Nate Brody. They lost at McDonald last week by a score of 46-7. They are averaging about 22 points per game offensively, giving up 25 points per game defensively. They will head to Waterloo for their matchup next week.
Yeah, I tell you that they have their work cut out tonight for them. But I like to see teams sometimes they have some adversity, they come together and galvanize, and sometimes they put out some great performances.
You know, this is our first time at this new facility, and this turf is in absolute perfect shape, the grass.
Oh, yeah, and I love grass. When I see it, it's just good to see it, I mean, because that's not something we see too often now, Mark. We're always part of something else normally.
We are going to keep it right here for the Jackson Milton Blue Jay Band playing of the national anthem. And our national anthem means we are one step closer to kickoff here this evening from Jackson Milton. You know, you look down at the band, you see people from the homecoming court in the band. You see football players also in their jerseys playing in the band.
Yep.
Gotta love seeing that.
Oh, yeah, that's what I like to say. You have a small community. Everybody has to do a lot of different jobs here. So they're used to that type of thing. Like I said, they galvanize a community together.
So we are just about a minute away from getting this game underway here tonight from Jackson Milton High School. And you say, well, where's the high school? It's directly behind us. And then you've got the softball and baseball fields off to the other side. They've got a really nice athletic complex set up here.
Yeah, they sure did. I mean, they did some work here and actually got this to look really good. And it's I was wondering what to expect to be here atop the press box. But I tell you, it's not bad up here. And being out here in the elements is good. It's a nice night, breezy up here. Not cold. Feels pretty good out here. This is a perfect night for football.
Giving you the feeling like you want to put the pads on and play again?
Yeah, sometimes. The body tells me something different, but I tell you, the mind is always there and ready to go.
I don't think the body has ever told me it was time to play. It's always been time to talk about the play, not actually be part of the play.
Right.
So we are getting set for this Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference game to get underway here tonight. As we said, it's homecoming, and we're excited to be part of homecoming. We can also let you know that tonight's opening kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass, reminding you accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call them at 330-534-3192. And we are getting set to kick off, and I don't think the wind is going to be a factor for play.
Right.
It's a factor for us because it's blowing directly at us, but it's blowing across the field from sideline to sideline, not end zone to end zone.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think, and it's not as windy on the field as it is up here atop the press box. So a little bit different. Now, it might do something in the kicking game, but other than that, I don't think it'd be a lot of effect on this game.
So it'll be number 6, Kason Kosick, to handle the kickoff duties for the Springfield Tigers. 2 returners are back deep for the Blue Jays, right about their 5-yard line, and we are ready for Week 6 to get underway here on the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week. Sports Radio 1240, Western Reserve Radio 2. It is a short kick fielded at the 25. Brought back across the 30 to the 35 and down near the 40-yard line, and that is where the Blue Jays will begin, right to left here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, had a little opening there, and if he could have got past that last little wave of players, he had a sure route to the end zone on that play.
Jack McDivitt is the quarterback. We will see Keegan White at the tailback spot. Receivers are Vincent Fay, Leonardo Hines, and Osborne will also be the other wide receiver. It's David Osborne. Blue Jays are going to start single receivers to each side, single back in the backfield with the quarterback on 1st and 10 from the 40. They're going to run it on 1st down, and it's going to be a very short gain of about 1 down to the 41-yard line. It brings up a 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, Springfield's coming out in the defense, and they're actually daring them to run up inside against them because they're coming on run blitzes right off the top of the game. I mean, right off the rip. Sometimes you don't see that. Sometimes you want to analyze. They're coming with it right away.
We've seen this defense under Coach Guerrero be very aggressive, and that's what they're doing here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, start off with it right away, and they want to shut down any running lanes, and that's going to be a big factor. What is the line play going to be tonight? That's the key.
Center leads the team to the line of scrimmage. They will come out with 1 receiver to the right, stack 2 to the left side. That man goes in motion into the backfield. They will give it on inside handoff on 2nd down and 1. Ball bobble, but still held on to by Keegan White, who's out to the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 4. It is going to bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, nice little run there. He almost lost the handle on the ball. He's able to regain it right in mid-flight. Right? Was able to get it and hold on to it and pick up those 4 yards. And it's 3rd manageable now.
3rd down and 5 for the Blue Jays from the 45-yard line. Single receivers to each side of the formation. They'll have a wing to the right. Quarterback and the running back in the backfield. Quarterback's going to keep the football, and he's going to be stood up as he got back to the line of scrimmage. And then he'll be driven back for no gain. It brings up a 4th down and 5.
Yeah, they didn't have nowhere to run. Like I said, they are daring them to run, They're coming downhill on defensively, and there's just no avenue to get any type of running room.
So 4th and 5 from the 45-yard line. Keegan White is also the punter for the Blue Jays, so we'll see what they decide to do here. They'll bring a receiver in motion, inside, tight to the formation on 4th down and 5. They're going to snap the ball. It's loose on the turf. He'll pick it up and just get a quick kick away. And this ball is going to sail all the way out to the track, and they're going to spot this football at the 37-yard line. So Springfield's going to have a short field to work with on their opening possession.
Yeah, I mean, for him to even get it out that far was unbelievable. A bad snap trying to regain it, and he kicked it in the crowd to get it off. But great field position for Springfield. Start off on their own 37-yard line. Very good field position.
We expect to see Marco Gentile at the quarterback spot. The 6-foot sophomore, Dante Gentile, is the tailback, and they'll run in a group of different wide receivers throughout the evening, featured by the 6-foot, 215-pound senior tight end, Kason Kosick.
Yeah, I remember the last time we had Springfield. Gentile, the running back, he had a great night that night.
So it is Marco Gentile at the quarterback spot. One receiver to the right, two to the left side. Kosick goes in motion, settles on the left side. Now they're going to send another receiver in motion. That's Cunningham. Going to give it to him on the jet sweep, turn on the corner, and he's going to get down near the 45-yard line. And we've seen that from Coach Guerrero. That's a staple of his offense.
Yeah, sure did. I mean, he pulled those offensive linemen. Got an injury down there, like number 78, where Jackson Milton went down on the field.
See if we can get you a number here in just a second for Jackson Milton. 78 is Anthony Hawksley, a senior lineman. If that is the number that is down on the field at the 45-yard line. Springfield picked up about 8 yards on that jet motion carry by Carson Cunningham, setting up a 2nd down and 2. And can't quite tell what the injury might be to the player down on the field.
Looks like he's looking at something in the lower leg there. And I tell you, this is something that Coach said just in pregame, with the pregame interview, is that that's one thing, their depth. They don't have a lot of it. They can't keep withstanding a lot of injuries, and especially to a lineman now. That's your key cog for anything, is the line play on both sides of the ball. And to lose someone, it really puts a damper on everything.
Well, your coach mentioned, just because you practice at a specific position leading up to game day, you might not be playing in that position on game day.
Yeah, you got to be definitely a multitasker. At least he's coming off on his own power.
That is Anthony Hawksley, the senior, slowly walking towards the sidelines right here below us.
Maybe if it's an ankle or anything like that, they might can quickly try to get that wrapped.
We had a little bit of a brief shower around 6 o'clock. Other than that, stayed dry.
Yeah.
Windy up here, not as windy down on the field.
Right. Big difference.
Aiden Appel will go in motion. Now they're going to move strong to the right side with an extra tight end and a wing. Gentile goes back to throw, fires downfield, pass caught for a first down across the 50, 45, 40, and will go out of bounds near the 38-yard line. Try and get
nice pick up there. Number 3.
That is Carson Cunningham, number 3 on the reception, and he's been involved in the offense on this opening drive.
Yeah.
So they will spot him out at the 40. Looked like he got upfield a little further than that, but that's all the way across the field from us.
One thing I do know that Springfield like to do, they get everybody on offense involved, and that is a good thing.
1st and 10 from the Jackson Milton 40-yard line. Man in motion, settles, tight end on the right side. Now they'll bring a receiver in motion from the left to right. They'll give the ball to Dante Gentile, and Gentile's got a first down, and he's pulled down from behind right about the 25-yard line. And I would say burst from the senior running back and a first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, I like that cross running there that they did on that offensive play, and pull one way, come across the opposite, and he had a lot of room to roll there.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the Jackson-Milton 26-yard line. 8 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Opening quarter, no score. Springfield and Jackson-Milton. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Now they'll send a man in a motion. They're going to hand it off to him. That's Kosick who got the handoff. And Kosick's going to get down to the 10-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and goal from the 10 for the Tigers.
Yeah, that offensive line is doing a great job of blocking and opening up some big gaping holes. And these guys were able to run free.
And it looks like the strength of that offensive line is to the left side. They continue to run a lot to the left.
Yes, they sure do.
So 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. 8 minutes to play. Opening quarter, no score. Springfield and Jackson-Milton homecoming here tonight as well. Man goes in motion, high snap. They give the ball to Dante Gentile, and Gentile's going to push down to right about the 5, maybe the 6-yard line. He'll pick up 5 on 1st and goal, and 2nd and goal from the 5. 7 minutes, 40 seconds, clock rolling here in the opening quarter, and our first time here at this new facility, and the grass is impressive.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, I love natural grass to be able to play on that. That's the way football was brought up and playing that way, and I love it.
We might have to go back to your take a nap in the grass story from a couple years ago if we have a moment tonight. So Gentile, the quarterback, that's Marco. Dante's the tailback. Dante's going to get the handoff, and Dante Gentile is into the end zone from 5 yards out, and Springfield into the end zone to start this game off tonight.
Yes, right on in there. I tell you, that line play was just tremendous there to be able to open up those holes and continue to run to the left side. And they found a weakness there, and they exploited it all the way down the field.
So Kosick will now come on to attempt the extra point at the 7:08 mark here of the opening quarter. Casey Kosick, the senior. Snap down, extra point, and that is blocked and no good as the Blue Jays are able to come through and block that extra point. 7 minutes, 8 seconds to play opening quarter. Springfield 6, Jackson-Milton 0. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Right. 7:08 to play here in tonight's opening quarter. It's a 6-0 lead for the visiting Springfield Tigers. The extra point by Kosick was blocked, and now the Blue Jays will get their hands back on the football for this kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass in Hubbard. 2 Blue Jays back deep right around their 10-yard line. Kosick gets into this one. This is a squib kick. Deflects off one of the up men. It's going to roll all the way back inside the 10, back to the 5-yard line, almost to the goal line. It was picked up there, brought out back across the 10 and out to the 15-yard line, and that could have been really dangerous.
Yeah, real dangerous. And the thing about it, I seen him retreat on the return, but he did an excellent job to get it up to the 15-yard line from the way he retreated and went back. Boy, if he broke through that last little wave again, that could have been something exciting there, Mark.
And it's been the year of special teams for our crew, Dave.
Yeah.
Between punt return and kickoff returns, we've seen a few this year.
We sure have. And we went so long without even seeing anything like that.
A couple years at least.
Yes, and it has been extremely well this year. Special teams, they're very important.
One receiver to the right, one to the left. And we got movement up front, and that'll be our first penalty. And this is probably going to cost the Blue Jays 5 yards. But there's a huddle of 3 of our officials back at the 5-yard line, and there might be some conversation which way this penalty is going to go.
I know. I mean, because it's not a decisive decision right there. We didn't see any indication of anything.
They called a defensive delay of game.
Whoa. Now, did they bring in somebody off the bench late? Or, I mean, that's usually called a substitution penalty, but I'm not sure.
You know, that's one of those where, you know, if you're trying to call out cadences to throw the offense off, they could call you for that there.
Yeah.
So 1st down and 5 for the Blue Jays. They'll run it up inside with Keegan White on the carry. White's going to gain a yard. It's going to set up a 2nd down and 4 for the Blue Jays. 6 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the opening quarter.
Yeah, I tell you, and like they say, hindsight is 20/20. But on that little fake inside that he gave, actually, if he would have gave it to the running back, he had a big hole to go through. But it's always hindsight. They may have not rotated that way. Maybe they detected it real well on the ball fake and could see who had the football.
Blue Jays break the huddle on 2nd down and 4. 1 receiver to the right. They've got 2 to the left side. Quarterback running back into the backfield. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to try and break to the outside across the 25 to the 30, and he's going to have a 1st down.
Nice run there, Mark.
And that's good for
So that'll be the first Blue Jays 1st down of the evening.
Yeah, sometimes you get that first down and get some confidence in your team, and it looks like they're more galvanized to stay on the ground. And I don't know if they'll put the ball in the air or not, but they're definitely displaying that they're going to run this football.
Our first trip to the Discount Power Sports scoreboard coming up after this play. 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays from their 32-yard line. Going to have 3 receivers split out to the left side, wing to the left side, quarterback under center. Sets up the tunnel screen, and that ball just took off on the quarterback, and that's going to be a lateral, Dave, back to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, because that looked like that ball went backwards on the play, and man, did he release that.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard, couple of scores for you. Mineral Ridge an 8-0 lead over Lowellville. That's under 6 minutes to play in the opening quarter. And in a cross-border battle, the Hickory Hornets at Bull Ryan Stadium taking on the Red Dragons lead 7-0, under 5 minutes to play in that first quarter.
Wow. And we've had a lot of games this year, PA and Ohio, border wars. They're going at it this year.
Hubbard beat Wilmington. Ursuline beat Farrell.
Yep.
So it's been in favor of the Buckeye State so far.
Yes.
2nd down and a long. McDivitt's back to throw. Completes the pass. That's Keegan White, the running back out of the backfield. Got a lot of that lateral back. Got across the 30 to the 31-yard line, but sets up a 3rd down and long.
Yep. Almost got back to the original line of scrimmage, just short of it. And now this puts them in 3rd and behind the sticks and makes it tough on that offense.
Springfield doing a lot of substituting, taking some of the bigger guys out, bringing in some of the speed now.
Yeah. And it's almost a chess match. You're trying to really match up what the offense is doing, and that's what they have done, bringing a lot of speed on defense.
So 3rd down and 11, 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Get a little bit of rain coming down. Trips, 1 receiver to the right, trips to the left side. McDivitt to throw it. Try to set up the middle screen. Receiver made the catch in a group of players, able to get his way down to the 39, and now down to the 40-yard line. Going to set up a 4th down and 2.
Well, I tell you one thing. He might not got the 1st down, but you talking about determination there. That was a determination type of run. As he was taking a lot of hits, but he was continually trying to drive and get to that 1st down marker and just happened to be 2 yards short.
They'll spot the ball at the 40, 4th down and 2. We'll see what the Blue Jays elect to do. Single receivers to each side, quarterback under center, wing to the left. 4th and 2 from the 40-yard line. Working the hard count, trying to see if Springfield's going to move. They will turn. They will pitch the football. And that is going to be close to, and I think that is going to be, that's a first down for the Blue Jays. They move the sticks on 4th and 2 and keep the drive going.
And that's good. I think that's Keegan White again. I mean, that guy is running with determination as he was hitting the backfield. And I thought he was going to be stopped in the backfield, but he continued to drive those legs and picked up an important first down.
Keegan White, 5'11", 200-pound senior, runs with authority when he has his hands on the football.
Absolutely.
So 1st and 10 Blue Jays out to their 44-yard line. We're down to 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Clock moving in this opening quarter. Springfield 6 and Jackson Milton 0, but they are on the move. Blue Jays break the huddle. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. They're going to send 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left side. That's McDivitt and White in the backfield. Takes the snap. McDivitt drops back to throw, tries to set up the screen. This is another one into the backfield. That ball is
I think that might have been lateral. Let's see what they called there.
That is going to be Springfield's football. That ball was lateraled back, and that is a turnover by the Blue Jays, and Springfield will work with the short field.
Yeah, I'm really shocked that they came back with that type of play again, having the quarterback having to throw all the way across field. I mean, it's a distance what he's trying to do.
You ready for this one, Mr. Clark? On the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, 5:14 to play first quarter. Poland 14, South Range 0.
Oh, man.
So that is a little bit of a surprise in that game.
Yeah, well, what we just talked about before these games started, what a wacky year it has been. You can't determine anything every week.
1st and 10 for the Tigers off the turnover. Play action by Gentile.
Oh, nice.
Try to dump the ball off. That is going to be incomplete and bring up a 2nd down and 10. You think about South Range, they have not lost an NEA game since 2019.
Yeah, we're talking about a 5 years since they lost, and right now they're behind the 8 ball, or would we say the 14 ball, because it's 14-zip, and that's something new to my ears to hear.
I remember a conversation I had with Coach Yeagley. We'll talk about that after the 2nd down and 10 play. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Kosick in motion. They'll run with Dante Gentile. And Gentile is across the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. He'll pick up a couple, brings up 3rd down and long. When I talked to Coach Yeagley, he talked about, they were the smallest school that was going to play in the NE8. Yeah. They lost their first 2 conference games and have not lost since then.
Unbelievable.
Coach Yeagley retires. Coach Rock takes over. It stays the same. It's 3rd down and 6 from the 28-yard line. Kosick in motion. Fake to Dante Gentile. Fire downfield. Cunningham makes the catch. 1st down for the Tigers. Stays on his feet. Continues to drive the pile inside the 10 and all the way down near the 7-yard line. It is 1st and goal for the Tigers with 2:05 to play in the opening quarter.
Yeah, great grab by Cunningham there. The determination, as we've done seen that on both sides, determination and willpower to get that extra yardage. And he gets it down now in the single digits at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal from the 7. Under 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left side. Wing to the left. Gentile's the tailback. Cunningham goes in motion. They give the ball to Dante Gentile. And Dante Gentile is into the end zone for a 7-yard touchdown for the Tigers.
Yeah, big hole was just easy as it could be, as no one touched him as he glided into the end zone on that 7-yard touchdown run.
Rain starting to pick up a little bit. Wind starting to pick up as well.
That's the key. That rain is trying. It's still not a hard rain or anything. Just a drizzle, but that wind.
Rain definitely starting to pick up. Doing our best to keep all of our equipment dry.
Well, thank goodness it's not any type of downpour or anything of that nature.
So Tigers break the huddle. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. They will go for 2 here after the failed extra point attempt on the previous score. Give the ball to the receiver who came in motion, and that play is going to be stopped up for no gain, and that 2-point conversion is no good 1:43 to play in the opening quarter, and it is now a Springfield 12 and Jackson Milton 0. Dave, we will keep it right here, and Springfield able to take advantage of that turnover and turn it into a touchdown.
Yeah, they absolutely did. I mean, it's just some things I thought that on that drive there, Jackson Milton should just stay with the run game, and if they're going to throw them, make us a little closer. I mean, they're trying to throw from one hash mark to the other with your quarterback all the way across field. It's too hard for him. You've seen it on his first pass. He's got to put so much effort in it to try to get it out there, and it caused errant throws, and then they were also lateral. So, I mean, it's just unfortunate that happened as they had started to move the football.
All right, this is definitely the hardest rain we have seen so far here tonight. Picking it up in the lights is not a driving rain, but one that will be a factor in this game.
Yeah, if it continues just like this, it will change a lot of the footing and everything of that nature out there with the football. But it's nothing really bad right now. But like we said, is if it just continue or pick up, yeah, it could get roughed out there.
And of course, this the field they play soccer games on, they play football games on, but they do not practice on this field. So you could tell why it is in such great shape.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even to know that they play those two things, it looks great.
Gosik's kick is a line drive, caught at the 12, across the 15, 20 to the 25, cuts back and pushing the pile out near the 30-yard line, and that is where the Blue Jays will take over with 1:35 to play in the opening quarter.
Yeah. Good field position to start with, out there around the 30, 31-yard line. Yeah, right at the 30, So
the Blue Jays take over at the 30-yard line, and seems to be clearing off to our left, but got a nice cell over top of us right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays from their 30-yard line. Minute and a half to play in this first quarter. Single receivers to each side. Quarterback's going to keep it on first down, going to follow his offensive line up the middle. And that is going to be a gain of about 3 yards and set up a 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, those days sometimes they have the quarterback in there actually playing quarterback, and then Dylan White is coming there and he's playing more of a quarterback position there. And I don't know if that gives away, because what I've seen when they have the one guy and he is actually throwing the football, and that might tip the defense just a little.
2nd down and 8 from the 32-yard line. Under a minute to play in this first quarter. Single receiver in the formation. That's 2 backs now in the backfield with the quarterback offset. They're going to directly snap it to the runner. That's going to be Keegan White on the carry. White gets back near the original line of scrimmage. Might have lost about a half yard, Dave. It sets up a 3rd down and long.
Yeah. Yeah, just putting it so tough on them. These 3rd and longs has really been rough on them.
Difficult to work from behind the chains as we're down to 15 seconds to play in this first quarter. Does not look like the Blue Jays were going to snap the football. We'll have to see. They'll come to the line of scrimmage with 6 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, I think they're going to let that run out.
3, 2, 1. And we have come to the end of the first quarter. After 1 here from the home of the Blue Jays, it is Jackson Milton trailing Springfield. It is Springfield 12 and Jackson Milton 0 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Here to the home of the Jackson Milton Blue Jays. Discount Power Sports scoreboard after one. Hickory leading Niles 7-0. Rams and Rockets. It's Mineral Ridge and Lowville tied at 8 late stages of the first quarter. And we can also let you know South Range on the board now trailing Poland 14-7. They play in the first half of that one.
We're trying to get the machine going, I guess.
So they'll flip sides of the field, and now the Blue Jays will work left to right here in this second quarter. And facing a 3rd down and 8 off the quarter break. Going to stack 2 receivers right behind the line of scrimmage, right and a left, back to throw. Going to turn downfield. The receiver had not turned back for the football. That's a David Osborne, and that pass will fall incomplete and bring up 4th down. So 4th down for the Blue Jays, and they will have to punt the football away. Trailing Springfield 12-0 here in this second quarter.
Yeah, I tell you this. Like I said, they get these 3rd and longs, get behind the sticks, and it just make it very, very difficult for them to be able to convert.
Keegan White is the punter for the Blue Jays. Looks like Springfield not going to put anybody back on this 4th down and 8. They'll take the snap. He's just going to kick this one away. Nice kick. This is going to travel well, and it's going to go out of bounds near
about the 17-yard line. I think they'll mark that.
Have to see where they officially will spot this football.
Here, I actually thought it bounced out earlier.
I thought it did as well, but they're going to say the ball went out at the 10-yard line, and then it's a fantastic kick by Keegan White.
He got a break from the ref. I'm telling you, it's about around the 17-yard line that ball hit out of bounds. And yeah.
So a favorable
he got the
spot for the Blue Jays there, to say the least.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's only 7 yards, but 7 yards more towards your own end zone, and it makes it tough coming out of that end zone area.
Rains have lightened up. Might have even stopped.
Yeah, it has. It has. And the wind calmed down. This is weird. I mean, it was blowing like crazy. The rain has started to come down, and now it stopped blowing. There's no rain. But I'll take it.
I was going to say, those aren't complaints, right?
No, absolutely. I'm thrilled.
1st and 10 for the Springfield Tigers from their own 10-yard line. Right to left here in quarter number 2. Marco Gentile, the quarterback. Dante Gentile is the running back. 3 receivers in the formation. Wyatt Kuboff goes in motion. And it's going to be another end around to the outside with lots of running room across the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40,
90
30,
yards,
20,
touchdown.
15, 10, 5, 90-yard touchdown for the Springfield Tigers, and they are on the board for a 3rd time here tonight.
I mean, that right there wasn't a hole. That was a highway. I mean, it was so big on the outside there. All he had to do was just take off and run. It was just like running track. That's how big it just take off and go. And that, I mean, just gaping holes there. Nobody to actually, turn that in or anything.
Dante Gentile with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the first half. And they will now bring out the kicker to attempt the extra point. That's Kason Kosick who will come on for the extra point. Towards the scoreboard side of the stadium here in Jackson Milton High School. Snap down, extra point on the way. That line drive kick is good. 11:28 to play first half. It is Springfield 19, Jackson Milton 0 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
And we welcome you back here to the home of the Jackson Milton Blue Jays as they face the Springfield Tigers here in this Week 6 action in the Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference. Tigers set to kick the football away. That'll be Kosick who handles the kicking. And the Blue Jays will have two men back deep, standing near their 10-yard line. That is 34, Vincent Fay, one of the two returners back deep. He was also part of the homecoming court that was awarded earlier tonight.
Yes, he was.
Kosick's kick, this one end over end, fielded at the 15, across the 20 to the 25, trying to bounce to the outside. I got across the 25 down to about the 27-yard line before being pushed back. That's Leonardo Hines, number 16, the junior, that's listed as a running back, wide receiver, defensive back.
Yeah, and probably several other things they'll use him for. And now he looked like he's down on the field.
And we have a player for the Blue Jays down on the field.
It looked like Hines that went down.
Had a little bit of a wall that he was going to try and bounce that to the short side of the field on the return. But the Tigers there to stop that, and Hines down on the field, as you said, at about the 27-yard line. And can you believe it, Dave? We are past the halfway point and on to Week 6 already?
Already. I mean, I'll say it, and I've said it every year since I've been on air, the fastest 10 weeks in football. It doesn't seem like, college season, the pros, their 10 weeks, that don't faze me, but high school just flies.
Now, I stopped to think about it earlier today. This is probably like our 42nd game we've done together, so there's been a few.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it's something. It's unbelievable how fast it goes by. And we done seen a lot of great talent over the years.
Still tending to the player that is down on the field for the Blue Jays. A couple of the coaching staff over there as well as a trainer.
Yeah, you hate to see something like that.
Can't quite tell what's going on, though, Dave.
Yeah, I can't tell. I'm just wondering. He made that cut to the outside, and then you had the gang tackling, and and get caught up under that pile. Different things can happen, especially the way he went down with the legs. But don't want to speculate on what exactly it is. But he's been down on the field for quite some time so far.
And we've definitely seen a little bit of time go by, and the athletic director for the Blue Jays now making her way out onto the field to check on one of her student athletes as well. And we've got 11:18 to play here in this first half. And Springfield with a 19-0 lead here at that point. And we haven't seen any indication of what.
Look like he's going to get to his feet. Let's see. Yes, good to see. Good to see.
And he's going to
get some assistance, though.
Yeah, and they're going to get a couple of. You heard one of the coaches. You could hear it in our microphone. Hey, we need some help out here. And they're going to help him up and to the sidelines. And a player definitely involved in this offense and defense for the Blue Jays.
Yep.
And Leonardo Hines. And don't know if we will see him anymore this evening.
Yeah. Where he has that left leg dangling back there, I doubt if we'll see him back in this ball game.
Tonight's game brought to you by our presenting sponsor, the Cleveland Cobras, that are in pursuit of a PAFL football championship. And if you are looking to continue your football career, contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. and be part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football. So both teams come back to the line of scrimmage after that brief delay. Hines slowly making his way to the sidelines.
Well, I've seen a lot of things going on here, Mark. It's something being outside among the atmosphere, among the crowd. We're seeing a lot of things going on right now.
Great crowd on both sides for this one tonight. Back to action, 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays from the 27-yard line. That's Vincent Fay who's going to split outside to the right side. Now we've got whistles, and we've got a timeout by the Blue Jays. Head coach Nathan Brody saw something he didn't like, and he will burn his first timeout. They'll be left with a pair, and while we have a chance, really didn't get, we talked about the great grass surface, but you look at the way things are set up, we're on top of the press box, right on the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
Big set of stands across the way for the visiting fans. Scoreboard is absolutely perfect. And you can see the view. The administration has done a fantastic job with this facility.
Yeah, I mean, it is a really good-looking facility. I like how it is right off the really not a highway, but it's just perfect. I mean, the traffic that's coming by, I like that when you see that at a high school football game. And the facility all around is nice. I mean, clean. You couldn't ask for better. And this view from up here is unbelievable.
A little bit of rain trying to make its way back into this game. It's like the wind pattern has changed. And the rain is
opposite way now.
It's blowing away from us now, which is just fine.
Yeah. And we wanted to go away.
Which, it hasn't been hard enough to really be a factor at this point yet.
Yeah. And I'm thankful of that.
So off the timeout, Blue Jays will come back to the line of scrimmage. They'll have single receivers to each side and a wing to the right. Single back in the backfield with the quarterback. That's Jack McDivitt. He'll take the snap, flip it to Fay, bobbled it, picked it up, and not quite able to turn the corner at the 25 and down to the 26-yard line. So he's going to lose a couple of yards on that play, and with the rain, the ball becomes slippery.
Yeah, it comes slippery. You got to be really cautious on how you handle that football and make sure that you got a hold of it, because as the night continues to rain or any type of moisture coming down, it's going to continue to get more and more slippery.
Wind's picking back up as well. Second down and just about 11 to go. 10 minutes, 35 seconds to go, first half. Single receivers to each side. McDivitt and White in the backfield. McDivitt's going to take the snap. He's going to keep the football. And that's going to be about a 3-yard gain and set up a third down and long for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, and that's been a continuous song for us tonight, third and long for them. I think they had the one that was a shorter distance, but most of them have been either behind the sticks, really behind, or third and long, and it's been tough. Really been tough on them.
So it brings up third down and 9 from the 28-yard line. Jack McDivitt, the junior quarterback, gets to play from the sidelines, and he sprints towards the huddle. 9 minutes, 45 seconds to go here, first half. Springfield with a 19-0 lead over the Blue Jays. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right side. McDivitt back to throw. Clean pocket. Fires down the middle, and that ball deflected off the hands of the receiver and almost intercepted by Cunningham.
And I just tell you, I just was wondering about the quarterback's arm, worried about whether he gets him. That one was an accurate throw, right on the money, on the run. He hit the receiver, but had that ball out in front, couldn't pull it in. And the defensive back came up and made the right type of contact and was able to jar it loose.
Intended target was Jace Greco, the senior tight end, and the pass falls incomplete, brings up a 4th down and 9. Fourth down and 9. Blue Jays snap it back. Going to punt this one away. This will hit and roll inside and go out of bounds right at about the 30-yard line. And the Tigers, last 2 times, have not put a returner back.
Yeah, they have not. And kind of surprising because when I see that, I'm thinking they're going to go after it. But I think they're also making sure that they don't try to go for it or run the ball on it.
Because they've run all of their punts have been out of a standard offensive formation.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what they're going to go ahead and they'll take that. And then with them having a lead, and they have shown so far that they are able to move the football on them, I think they're not that concerned about where the ball is going to be kicked to. We're just going to make sure we play sound defense, don't allow anything, no trickery or anything that to happen against them.
And we have seen over the years with Coach Guerrero, special teams has always been a staple of his teams.
Yeah, and it's so important. That's why I said it earlier. A lot of people don't talk about that. That is a major avenue of winning football games, is to have your special teams on point.
Tigers take over first down and 10 from their 30-yard line. Stack single receivers right and left, send a man in motion. Quarterback Marco Gentile is going to keep the football. And Gentile across the 35 out near the 36-yard line. So that'll be second down and just about 3 yards to go for the Tigers. We approach 9 minutes to play here in the first half. Both teams using players to run the plays in from the sidelines.
Well, that brings you back some memories.
Second down and 4 from the 36-yard line. Stack 2 receivers to the right and 2 to the left side. Dropping back to throw. Gonna fire outside. That one off the hands of the intended target for the Tigers. That's Isaac Lamorticella, the intended target, the senior. And the incompletion brings up a third down and long 3, short 4, whichever you prefer.
Yeah.
Rain continuing to fall.
It's starting to swirl a little bit. It's going both directions, back and forth. So
definitely our chilliest night we've had so far.
Yeah, it is. Yes, because we have had some warm and beautiful evenings.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left side. Looking to throw, and Gentile's going to be hit. He's going to be sacked, and they're going to blow that play dead. Back at the 30-yard line. So that's a big loss on the defensive stop by the Blue Jays, and Springfield will have to punt the ball away.
Yeah, well, I tell you, that's their first defensive stand there, and you got to really stand up for these guys, because I tell you, they're outnumbered in their depth and everything on there, but they played good, sound defense that series and was able to really now put them back at the 30, right where they started from. So no offensive yards when you think of it in that series. They did a great job.
Dante Gentile will punt the ball away. Single returner back deep at about his 35-yard line. High snap win, almost got that one. Does get the kick away. Faye's going to back away from it. It's going to roll inside the 40 and down to about the 39-yard line. And I know you speak from experience with the rough weather conditions. It's hard in the return game.
Oh, it is. And I tell you, knowing that something that I did is return kicks, and it is very, very hard on a night like tonight. Wet, the wind is swirling, so the ball comes down in funny ways, and you really got to make sure you are seeing where that ball is coming down and be able to receive that ball correctly.
7:41 to play in the half. Blue Jays take over with their best starting field position at their 38-yard line. 7:41 to play in the half. Coming up, scores around the valley at halftime in this week's edition of the PAC report from Commissioner Joe Wenderko. Stack 2 receivers to the right, 1 split out far to the left side. And keep it with Keegan White on the carry. And White's going to get across the 40, down to about the 43-yard line. The ball came out, and they are going to say that was a fumble because they're marking the ball back at the 40-yard line. Forward progress was up to about the 42.
Yeah, everything just seems so off kilter right now. I mean, I thought it might have been a fumble, but they didn't react like it was one. So I don't know what's going on around there. But
the players didn't react like it was a fumble.
I mean, on either side.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8, out to the 40-yard line. 7.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Blue Jays, single receivers out to each side of the formation. Wing to the right side. Quarterback takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Now he'll give it to him. That's Vincent Fay now lining up in the backfield, the 6'3", 180-pound senior. He'll pick up a couple. It brings up a 3rd down and long. And you mentioned it. That's been the challenge for the Blue Jays. They've been facing 3rd down and longs.
Every time, and it's really tough on them. I think that if they're going to do something, you want to come out here with a short passing game, whether it's screens, middle screens outside, run the ball outside. It's just different things that try to help that offensive line, too, because you got really big guys up there that has to go both ways because of their numbers.
Wentz picking up again. 2 receivers to each side of the formation. 3rd down and 8 from the 40-yard line. McDivitt sends the runner in motion. He'll give it to him on the sweep with blockers across the 45-50. Flag on the play across midfield and down to the 49-yard line. And that flag in the area where you see holding.
Yeah, that's the thing. You finally get something as a Springer guy, and then you see the yellow flag come flying in there, and that's probably what they got. Yes, it is. Holding.
And it's been one of those nights so far where that's only the 2nd penalty so far tonight.
Yeah, that's something different for us. But we're going to take it whenever we can.
After the way our season started.
You are absolutely right. We thought we were going to set a record. It was a record for us, probably.
Well, we saw 51 penalties in the first 2 games.
Yeah.
And it's been much better ever since then.
Yeah, and I'm, to see teams being able to execute is when it couldn't get no rhythm in those games the way you wanted to because of so many penalties.
3rd down and 18, back at the 30-yard line. Going to split, again, twin receivers to each side of the formation. Dropping to throw. Has time. Going to take a shot downfield. That ball floats, batted in the air, and almost intercepted. And that pass will fall incomplete. Taking a shot downfield, but there was coverage all over the single receiver.
All over, and I understand. Just go ahead and throw it up and see if your guy can make a play. Is you trying to get something positive? As we said, they've been behind the sticks mostly all tonight, and it's been a rough road for Jacksonville.
So 4th down and 18 from the 30. This time the Tigers will put a returner back near the 40-yard line. Got the wind and rain. This punt will be into the wind. And this is going to be a short kick that he'll just back away from. And they are going to spot this ball out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So that's where the Tigers will take over. Had to hesitate for a minute. Wasn't quite sure where that spot was going to be.
Hey, I've got to quit. I don't want to say another thing. They might throw a flag on me if I say another thing. So I just
well, you were never penalized in your playing days, right?
No, never did anything wrong.
Never offside, never interfered with the receiver.
Never held a receiver.
Not that they caught.
Yeah, right. You find every trick that you possibly can. Anything you could do.
1st and 10 for the Tigers as they come from the far sideline. They'll have 2 receivers to the right. They'll have a wing in the backfield. That is Wyatt Kuboff, the fullback. Going to turn, hand the ball off to Dante Gentile.
He is having a day.
Across the 50, 40, 35, and pulled down near the 31-yard line on another run for a 1st down for Dante Gentile. And one of the Blue Jays a little slow to get up.
Yes, he was.
That's Chase Greco, the senior tight end linebacker.
Yeah, I tell you, that's a 28-yard pickup on that play. And right there, 28 and 90, just on two runs we know of. That's 118 yards and just 2 carries there. And he's ran the ball tonight really good. I tell you, he is having a day and on his way to 200 if they continue to run him.
So 1st and 10 out to the Blue Jay 32-yard line. 5 minutes, 20 seconds to play first half. Single receiver in the formation. Going to be lined up to the left. Strong to the right side. They'll run it that way with an inside
nice
scissor
play.
handoff.
Yes, that's a
15,
great play.
20, 10, 5, touchdown. That is Kason Kosick from 32 yards out, and that'll take you back in the memory banks.
Yes, it will. We used to call that back in the day the cross buck. And I tell you, that play right there was nice delay. He took the handoff perfectly, and everybody going one way, nice running lane to the left, and he went straight through there and took it into the end zone.
We have seen Coach Guerrero having a deep playbook over the years, going to some trick plays, especially in their playoff run a couple of years ago, where they were able to, hook and lateral at a key moment to win a playoff game.
Yep, and people will be thinking these plays from back in the day that you can't still use them. Oh yeah, you got to keep them in the memory bank because they will be used and can be used.
Snap down, and the extra point is once again blocked by the Blue Jays special team. That makes our score Springfield 25, Jackson Milton 0, 5:03 to play in the half. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Right back here to the home of the Jackson Milton Blue Jays, where the play call by Coach Guerrero took Dave Clark back into the memory banks of the old crossbuck.
Yeah, I love that play. That was always a nice play to do. You get misdirection. You have the defense just taking that pursuit to the wrong way, really. They just hauling themselves going one way. You come the opposite way, and usually there's a big running lane, and it was there tonight.
I mean, it's not a counter, but it's a variation of a counter.
That's exact. That's all that the counter is. Might as well say a modern day crossbuck, because that's all it is. Updated from the old days, but that one was the old one that they did. That's back in the day, and that was great.
Kosick with the kickoff, brought to you by Repair That Glass in Hubbard. Field at the 15, across the 20, 25, and going to be out to about the 28-yard line. That's where they will umpile, and the Blue Jays will have the football. 4:57 to play here in the first half, and they have two timeouts remaining.
Yep.
Coming up at halftime, we will look ahead on the schedule as well as we'll be back-to-back weeks in the Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference.
Yeah, and, looking forward to these games that we have coming up. I really think there are going to be some really good matchups, and that's what we want to see.
Second week of the computer points this week. Over 20 schools in our area in playoff positioning beginning play tonight. Going to empty the backfield. Quarterback all alone. Going to send the man in motion. Now we've got whistles, and we'll have to see what the penalty is here. Going to be an illegal procedure penalty on the Blue Jays. Just our third penalty of tonight's game.
Yes. And I tell you, they do not need anything that will put them even further behind the sticks. They definitely need error-free football if they possibly can, just to try to salvage something. And we had that one drive they had that really was starting to look really good in that first quarter. And since then, it has been very, very hard for them to move the football.
As you could tell, the winds have picked up. The rains continue to fall as we're under 5 minutes to play in the first half. First and 15 facing the Blue Jays. Takes the snap. Quarterback's going to keep the football across the 25. Lowers the shoulder across the 30. And out to the 32-yard line is Keegan White on the direct snap. And both of these backs for the Blue Jays run hard.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that was a pride type of run there because he ran with just no regards to his body. He was looking for somebody. He's looking for contact. And, I mean, he ran hard there. You see that there's some pride. You're some pride there. They don't like what's going on tonight, and sometimes you just dig down deep and just give your best effort. He definitely did on that run.
So second down and long facing the Blue Jays. We approach 4 minutes to play in the first half. Springfield 25 and Jackson Milton 0. Blue Jays trying to get this offense going. They will make an adjustment on the offensive front. Stack two receivers tight. Quarterback drops to throw. Gonna fire middle.
Nice
pass
pass.
caught. First down for the Blue Jays. That's Vincent Fay, the 6'3 senior, cutting across the middle, making a nice catch in traffic.
Nice. Yeah, the way to keep his eye on the football, knowing that he's going to get hit. He took a shot to the ribs there, but he was able to withstand it and hold on to that football. But he knew he was running into a crowd, and he prepared himself there. He took it good, and he's still in the ball game.
They'll bring in an extra receiver. That's the senior Chase Greco wearing number 17 on 1st and 10 from the Blue Jay 43-yard line. 3.5 minutes to play as they break the huddle, come to the line. Going to split two receivers to the right, two to the left side. On 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Takes the snap. That's McDevitt. He's going to run with the football. Break one tackle across the 45. Breaks another tackle and able to work his way out to about the 48-yard line. And again, another hard run with the ball.
What I see right now is what we call pride football. This is guys that's out there saying, you know what? You think you're just spanking us, but we're not going down without a fight. And these guys are running the ball with a lot of force. And it's really showing me something.
Gain of 6 brings up a 2nd down and 4 from the 49-yard line. Game clock approaching 2.5 minutes to play.
Yeah, a little light rain, Mark. But I tell you, it's really not that bad as it could be. It's a nice light rain. It's not affecting the game so far.
I feel like you're wishing harder rain on us.
No, I don't think I want that.
Hey, you're right thankful. On the edge of our tent.
Yeah. And I don't even feel it. I don't feel anything. This is all right.
Fakes the tunnel screen, now flips it out to the running back, makes a catch across the 50, and pulled out of bounds.
Flag there.
And there's going to be a flag for a late hit.
Yeah, I knew I was going to call it because, even though he made that tackle inbounds, just the extra slinging him out of bounds is the reason for that call. And really all you have to do is just shove him out.
So tack on the extra 15 yards after that penalty.
Yeah.
For the personal foul against the Springfield Tigers.
Yeah, that'd probably get him down near the 30-yard line.
So they are going to spot this football. Eventually they'll spot the football at the 32.
Yep.
Blue Jays have 2 timeouts and 2-1 to try and get some points on the board here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I tell you, and if they can continue, this is imperative they can get into that end zone on this drive.
Going to split one receiver outside of the hash marks to the left. One receiver to the right side. Now that receiver on the left will come in motion. Line up on the line of scrimmage. Quarterback bobbled the ball, picked it up, bounced right to him perfectly. He was able to grab the football and turned what could have been a big loss only into about a 2-yard loss and brings up a 2nd down and 12.
Oh, I was going to say, boy, well, that's all you need is disaster after you get some nice breaks, some great plays here, and then you got the penalty to tack on. You don't need anything to prevent good fortunes there, and that one looked like it could be a disaster. They need to show a little bit more urgency, though, coming out of the huddle as that clock is continually running.
Second quarter, it is Lowellville 20 and Mineral Ridge 8. Halftime, Hickory 28-0, a lead over the Niles Red Dragons. Little run up the middle for no gain, sets up 3rd down and long. Halftime, Struthers with a 12-0 lead over the Hubbard Eagles.
Hey, boy.
And see, it is now South Range 28, Poland 14.
Well,
approaching halftime.
Yeah, I told you, maybe they just didn't warm the machine up early. But once they got it on, it has been cooking.
Need a little extra to warm up in the wind.
Yes.
2 receivers to each side on 3rd down and 10 for the Blue Jays. Tigers are bringing the blitz. He'll fire into it. That ball.
Whoa, boy, that ball
had a receiver open, but the wind kind of took that throw and sets up a 4th down and 10.
Boy, oh boy. And that wind now, even though it's not raining hard, that wind is blowing like ever. I'm sure everybody that can hear this broadcast,
right? They know how much wind we are dealing with.
Yeah, I mean that wind is really blowing now, and I'm thankful that it's not about 40 degrees or we'd be freezing out here. But it's not really that cold. But I tell you that wind is a factor, and if you were able to see that last play, you'll see that it definitely was. That ball got caught in the wind.
I should have maybe reconsidered the shorts tonight.
Yeah.
So 4th down and 10 for the Blue Jays. 31 seconds to go in the half. We'll see what they elect to do here. Going to split 2 receivers out to each side. Now we've got a whistle. And the Coach Brody wants a timeout. So they will stop the clock with 31 seconds to go, and we will keep it here. And this is one of those where it can really get some momentum into the locker room and come back out for the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that's why you had the mishap on the first play where you fumbled the football, and then you had the receiver that was definitely open, but the wind took the football. So, I mean, you had some unfortunate things happening because this was big. If they could get into the end zone and get a score, it might could build some kind of momentum for them.
Yeah, this is now the hardest rain we have dealt with here tonight.
Right.
So we will see as the Tigers break the huddle, they will come to the line of scrimmage. Officials trying to get the Blue Jays to break their huddle and come to the line, and they will. So 1 timeout remaining for the Blue Jays, but they've got to pick up this 1st down. It is 4th down and 10. Blue Jays come right out, go to the line of scrimmage, stack 2 receivers to the right, split 1 to the left side. Single back in the backfield, who now went in motion. And that's going to be a penalty on the Blue Jays for illegal procedure.
Mm-hmm. And so they're going in the wrong direction right now as they continue to move backwards. And just making the situation even more difficult.
So back them up 5 yards. This will bring up a 4th down and 15.
And right now, that's the hardest the rain has come down. And you see right now, it's a little bit thicker, it's coming down a little bit more force.
Got to get the windshield wipers going on the glasses.
Yeah.
So 4th down, 15 for the Blue Jays. 30 seconds to go here in the half. They're going to move receivers from right to left. Now single to the right, 2 to the left side, and Jackson Milton needs another timeout because they had some confusion in the formation and didn't have the right number of people up on the line.
Yeah, that's what it was, and had to call another timeout.
So the timeout stops play with 31 seconds to go. They actually put 1 second back on the clock that expired before the previous timeout. So the Blue Jays trying to get on the same page. That is their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Yeah, it won't be no more. Yep.
And the rain is the hardest it has been.
Yep, that's the hardest. I mean, it's coming down pretty good now.
Got umbrellas popped up throughout the stadium.
Yep.
Fans getting ready to go on the field right when the rain is at its worst.
And thankfully, no, I'm not even going to say it. So it's just raining. That's all.
That's right. That's all it has been. That's all it will be.
That's right.
So off the timeout. Going to split 2 receivers right and 2 to the left side. 4th and 15 for the Blue Jays. Going to send the receiver out and going to go underneath. Receiver
he might break
the catch. 20, 15, 10, and out of bounds at the 5-yard line. That was a great play call and a great catch by Vincent Fay, and then turned it upfield with running room, setting up a 1st and goal for the Blue Jays.
All right. I thought he might be able to squeeze in right at the pylon as he was trying to get to it, but he got out of bounds. Smart move with no timeouts. Be able to stop the clock. And now you should get a couple shots at the end zone here.
2 good jobs by that senior, making himself available to his quarterback and then knowing he got the first down and got out of bounds.
Yep, absolutely.
Wind and rain falling. 22 seconds to go here in this first half. 1st and goal for the Blue Jays from the 7-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left side. Fake it. Looking to
let it
throw.
go. Gotta let it go. Let it go.
And he's going to unload the pass, and they're going to say that he was down. They're going to call him down in the backfield before the pass was thrown. So it'll set up now 2nd and goal.
Better spike it quick.
And they will get the spike with just 1 second remaining in the first half.
Yeah, that's not correct there. They definitely got a couple of seconds
and they're going to have to put more time on this clock.
Yeah, still should be about 2 seconds left before half there.
Springfield band started for the field. This is not Cal Stanford. They need to stay off the field.
That play, Cal Stanford, will be in the memory banks forever. That was tremendous when that happened.
I was about to say the band was on the field, but they didn't quite get there yet. Of course, that's the famous Cal Stanford game where the player scored the touchdown in the end zone, drilling one of the band members on his way to scoring.
Yeah, hey. He wanted to get a little action. He got some.
More than he probably accounted for.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So they'll put 2 seconds back on the play clock here in this first half.
And I'm trying to see if they got a kicker in here that's going to try.
They will bring out the kicker. That is that's Cole out there to attempt the kick. So the holder will put his foot down at the 25, make this a 35-yard attempt for Cole. Now the holder is asking something of the officials on the sideline. And now the referee stepped in. They're gonna try and dry the football off as best as possible.
Right. Well, I tell you that last play there, before he spiked the ball, he had Fay in the flanks there with nobody around him. I guess he couldn't see him while he was under duress. But that would have been a touchdown if he would have seen him. All he had to do was just get it out there to him.
So 2 seconds to go in the half. This a 35-yard field goal attempt. They want 6 seconds on the clock.
I don't think it was that many, but.
So they will reset it to 6 seconds. McDivitt, the quarterback, will hold. So they added 4 seconds to 6 seconds. Snap down. The kick has distance, and that is good from 35 yards out to bring us to the locker room.
Yeah.
At the half, it is Springfield 25, Jackson Milton 3 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Yeah, that would have been, boy.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week on the iMedia One network.
Rain falling here at Jackson Milton as we are at the half with the Springfield Tigers on top of the Jackson Milton Blue Jays by a score of 25-3. It's now time for us to check in with this week's edition of the President's Athletic Conference Report.
Welcome to the PAC Football Report for September 28th, 2024. I'm Joe Underko. This week we will take a quick look back at football action in the President's Athletic Conference last Saturday, while also previewing Week 4 contests this weekend. 5 PAC teams remain unbeaten through 3 weeks, with the 2 3-0 programs set for a huge Week 4 clash. Carnegie Mellon and W&J each improved to 3-0 with impressive wins, with CMU posting a 66-0 blanking of Bethany, while the Presidents overcame a 2.5-hour lightning delay to defeat rival Waynesburg 55-16. Defending champion Grove City and Westminster each improved to 2-0 with road victories, with the Wolverines rolling past St. Vincent 56-7, and the Titans downing Allegheny 42-7. Finally, Geneva earned its first win of 2024 with a 21-6 home decision over Teal. Case Western Reserve had the Week 3 bye. PAC Player of the Week recognition in Week 3 went to Grove City senior wideout Scott Frazier on offense with 242 receiving yards and 2 TDs at St. Vincent. W&J senior defensive tackle Dawson Dietz on defense with 8 tackles, including 4.5 for loss and 1.5 sacks at Waynesburg. And junior kicker Justin Caputo of Carnegie Mellon on special teams, going a perfect 6 for 6 on extra points with a 33-yard field goal. Top newcomer was Geneva freshman linebacker Wyman Shaheen with 5 tackles, a sack, and a fumble recovery versus Teal. Week 4 again features 5 league contests, including multiple homecoming games, while Bethany has the bye. The matchup of PAC and national powers between 3-0 Carnegie Mellon and 3-0 Washington and Jefferson kicks off at 2 p.m. at Cameron Stadium in Washington. CMU is ranked 15th, and W&J is receiving votes in the latest D3Football.com National Top 25 poll. The teams are meeting for the 73rd time, with the Tartans holding a 36-31-5 all-time advantage, including a 35-14 final in Pittsburgh a year ago. President head coach Mike Sirianni previews the heavyweight matchup with CMU.
You know, they have a lot of talent. They have a lot of fifth-year players back, and, match their intensity, I think, is the big thing, and eliminate our turnovers. And hopefully by that, if we can do that, they're also talented. We could be in the game in the fourth quarter.
After a Week 3 bye, Case Western Reserve is also receiving national top 25 votes, as the 2-0 Spartans travel to Beaver Falls for a 3 p.m. homecoming matchup at 1-2 Geneva. The Spartans have won all 9 meetings with the GT since rejoining the PAC in 2014, including a 42-7 home win in Cleveland in 2023. Veteran Case head coach Greg Debelak details how he and his staff approached the Week 3 bye week.
The way we chose to go after talking with my leadership group is we just competed against each other.
We're very competitive, sometimes going live, sometimes not, but our guys like competing.
Defending PAC champion and 2-0 Grove City, coming off its highest national ranking ever at number 8 this past week, hosts 1-2 Allegheny in the Wolverines' annual night game at Thornfield in Grove City at 7 p.m. The all-time series dates back to 1899, with the Gators holding a 36-29-7 advantage, but the Wolverines have won both meetings since Allegheny rejoined the PAC in 2022, including a 31-7 final in Meadville a year ago. GCC mentor Andrew DiDonato talks about what makes the night game atmosphere at Grove City special.
The night game is the one game where almost every other sports team is able to make it. I know it's a big deal for all the athletic department to be there, cheerleaders, fans, the band, and just really having all the student athletes there, I think really makes for a special environment at Grove City in our night game.
Other Week 4 PAC contests. 0-3 Waynesburg travels to 1-2 St. Vincent for a 1 p.m. kickoff at Chuck Knoll Field in Latrobe. It's the 43rd all-time meeting between the teams dating back to 1929. The Jackets snapped a 4-game skid to the Bearcats with a 24-0 shutout in Waynesburg last season. Finally, 0-3 Teal hosts homecoming at Alumni Stadium in Greenville with a 3 p.m. kickoff against 2-0 Westminster. The longtime local foes face off in their 81st meeting dating back to 1894. Westminster has won the last 7 contests, with the last Tomcat win in the series being a 45-37 4-overtime thriller in 2013. That's all for this edition of the PAC Football Report. Log on to the conference website at www.pacathletics.org all season long for the latest news, scores, statistics, and other league information. You can also follow us on social media via X, Facebook, and Instagram. Links are available at the PAC website. I'm Joe Underko. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the stadium.
Instagram at Malutic_live. And remember, our fans come first.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week on the iMedia One Network.
Look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard from around the valley. The last reporter, it would be fine to lead over Salem then at the half. First, Skip lead over Austintown Cook. That also at the half. Beaver Local 0, Union Local 13. Crestview in the second quarter. The Rebels with a 42-0 lead over Brookfield. Wow. The Warriors struggling this year in Trumbull County.
Big time.
At the half, the Dover Tornadoes with a 17-7 lead over the Canfield Cardinals. LeBray leads champion 22-7. Columbiana 21, Leetonia 6. East Liverpool 21, Cambridge 0. Lakeview 6, Girard 0. That reported in the second quarter. Hickory leads Niles 21-0. Cathedral Latin 42, Holland 7. United Local 35, Lisbon 0. Lowville with the lead over Mineral Ridge, and I think we had that score inverted earlier, Coach. I apologize for that. I think I misread that message coming across. Okay. But Lowville leads Mineral Ridge in the second quarter. Wyndham, no problem with Matthews here in the second quarter. Bombers lead Matthews 30-6. And West Branch and Lucas Black over there, the starting safety, also one of the centers for the Canton Akron Jets hockey team. So he likes contact sports.
There we go, Z.
The West Branch Warriors with a 57-0 lead over Minerva in the second quarter.
Minerva? Wow.
So here's an interesting one here. Joey Simon and the Liberty Leopards with a 34-0 lead over Newton Falls at the half.
Good for them.
Southern 22, East Palestine 7, Springfield 25, Jackson Milton 3. Struthers with a 12-0 lead over Hubbard. Valley Christian 13, Wellsville 7. Harding with a 7-0 lead over Solon. Warren JFK and Mogador, they're locked up at 8 at game at the half. McDonald Blue Devils, they have a 14-0 lead over Waterloo. Western Reserve 28, Campbell 6. And Farrell Wilmington, this were reported at this time. That game, of course, available over on CityView Sportscast. Games coming up tomorrow in the one of interest in the Valley. It would be Boardman taking on Cardinal Mooney. East will take on Doane Community. Kennedy Catholic over on the Western PA side will take on Iroquois and Sharon and as well. Want to welcome everybody joining us over here for Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2, where the South Range Raiders have a 28-14 lead over the Poland Bulldogs. And if you're just joining us and catching up here, the Poland Bulldogs, they jump out to a quick 14-0 lead over the South Range Raiders. However, the Raiders come back and score 28 unanswered points. They get a block punt and a turnover as well, and converted those on short fields for South Range here. Poland will start the second half with the ball. Coach, some adjustments to make there. Maybe mentally got to get back in this game a little bit. You started out really fast.
Yeah, I wouldn't be in there having nice talks. I'd be in there ripping. Say, hey, guys, we're better than this. We got to come out like we did in the first quarter and get it done, and we're just not getting it done. And they as a staff have got to make the adjustments and slow these guys down.
Certainly a big NEA game here. Poland 4-1 coming into tonight. South Range coming in undefeated at 5-0. We are going to step aside for another time out here at halftime. And when we come back, we will have the PAC report here as we continue halftime at South Range Raider Stadium in Beaver Township. Just about 7 minutes left in the half. And you hear third quarter action coming up here on the Western Reserve Radio, WRQ. Also joining us on Sports Radio 1240. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on the iMedia One Network. We're back right after this.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week on the iMedia One Network.
Welcome to the PAC Football Report for September 28th, 2024. I'm Joe Underko. This week we will take a quick look back at football action in the President's Athletic Conference last Saturday, while also previewing Week 4 contests this weekend. 5 PAC teams remain unbeaten through 3 weeks, with the 2 3-0 programs set for a huge Week 4 clash. Carnegie Mellon and W&J each improved to 3-0 with impressive wins, with CMU posting a 66-0 blanking of Bethany, while the Presidents overcame a 2.5-hour lightning delay to defeat rival Waynesburg 55-16. Defending champion Grove City and Westminster each improved to 2-0 with road victories, with the Wolverines rolling past St. Vincent 56-7, and the Titans downing Allegheny 42-7. Finally, Geneva earned its first win of 2024 with a 21-6 home decision over Teal. Case Western Reserve had the Week 3 bye. PAC Player of the Week recognition in Week 3 went to Grove City senior wideout Scott Frazier on offense with 242 receiving yards and 2 TDs at St. Vincent. W&J senior defensive tackle Dawson Dietz on defense with 8 tackles, including 4.5 for loss and 1.5 sacks at Waynesburg. And junior kicker Justin Caputo of Carnegie Mellon on special teams, going a perfect 6 for 6 on extra points with a 33-yard field goal. Top newcomer was Geneva freshman linebacker Wyman Shaheen with 5 tackles, a sack, and a fumble recovery versus Teal. Week 4 again features 5 league contests, including multiple homecoming games, while Bethany has the bye. The matchup of PAC and national powers between 3-0 Carnegie Mellon and 3-0 Washington and Jefferson kicks off at 2 p.m. at Cameron Stadium in Washington. CMU is ranked 15th, and W&J is receiving votes in the latest D3Football.com National Top 25 poll. The teams are meeting for the 73rd time, with the Tartans holding a 36-31-5 all-time advantage, including a 35-14 final in Pittsburgh a year ago. President head coach Mike Sirianni previews the heavyweight matchup with CMU.
You know, they have a lot of talent. They have a lot of 50-year players back, and, you know, match their intensity, I think, is the big thing, and eliminate our turnovers. And hopefully by that, if we can do that, you know, they're also talented. We could be in the game in the fourth quarter.
After a Week 3 bye, Case Western Reserve is also receiving national top 25 votes as the 2-0 Spartans travel to Beaver Falls for a 3 p.m. homecoming matchup at 1-2 Geneva. The Spartans have won all 9 meetings with the GT since rejoining the PAC in 2014, including a 42-7 home win in Cleveland in 2023. Veteran Case head coach Greg Debelak details how he and his staff approached the Week 3 bye week.
The way we chose to go after talking with my leadership group is we just competed against each other. We were very competitive, sometimes going live, sometimes not, but, our guys like competing.
Defending PAC champion and 2-0 Grove City, coming off its highest national ranking ever at number 8 this past week, hosts 1-2 Allegheny in the Wolverines' annual night game at Thornfield in Grove City at 7 p.m. The all-time series dates back to 1899, with the Gators holding a 36-29-7 advantage, but the Wolverines have won both meetings since Allegheny rejoined the PAC in 2022, including a 31-7 final in Meadville a year ago. GCC mentor Andrew DiDonato talks about what makes the night game atmosphere at Grove City special.
The night game is the one game where almost every other sports team is able to make it. I know it's a big deal for all the athletic department to be there, cheerleaders, fans, the band, and just really having all the student athletes there, I think really makes for a special environment at Grove City in our night game.
Other Week 4 PAC contests, 0-3 Waynesburg travels to 1-2 St. Vincent for a 1 p.m. kickoff at Chuck Knoll Field in Latrobe. It's the 43rd all-time meeting between the teams dating back to 1929. The Jackets snapped a 4-game skid to the Bearcats with a 24-0 shutout in Waynesburg last season. Finally, 0-3 Teal hosts homecoming at Alumni Stadium in Greenville with a 3 p.m. kickoff against 2-0 Westminster. The longtime local foes face off in their 81st meeting dating back to 1894. Westminster has won the last 7 contests, with the last Tomcat win in the series being a 45-37 4-overtime thriller in 2013. That's all for this edition of the PAC Football Report. Log on to the conference website at www.pacathletics.org all season long for the latest news, scores, statistics, and other league information. You can also follow us on social media via X, Facebook, and Instagram. Links are available at the PAC website. I'm Joe Underko. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the stadium.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Back here at Raider Stadium as we get ready for third quarter action. We're in this NE8 matchup between the Poland Bulldogs and the South Range Raiders. Raiders with a 28-14 lead over the Poland Bulldogs. And Bulldogs will start this half with the ball. And, Coach, if you had to make some technical adjustments for the Poland Bulldogs, I mean, again, first quarter was predominantly in favor of Poland. Second quarter, though, complete flip of the coin.
But what they did was they spread South Range out, was throwing some quick stuff and doing some of that stuff. And they were able then to hit it on the run when they spread them out. So maybe they looked at that, and that's what they're going to try to do this half.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard update. This one coming out of Madison, Wisconsin. The Youngstown Phantoms and the Madison Capitals all tied up at 1 in the first period. I got that right, Coach. First period, not first quarter. Low line drive here. Going to go through the hands of an up man and be picked up at the 5-yard line. Brought out to the 10 and cut back into the 15. And he'll roll and twist down to the 19-yard line. Try to get you a number on the return. I believe it's going to be J.J. Fonda for the Poland Bulldogs.
Yeah, could have been disastrous, but he got some yards, and that's okay. We'll take it.
1 yard short of the 20-yard line. Poland starting off the third quarter here with possession of the ball. Poland jumping out to a 14-0 lead early in the first quarter. The Raiders, though, roaring back with 4 unanswered touchdowns. As Verone now be the One of two receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. They'll go wing left. That'll be McCully. McCully go in motion from left to right. We'll read this one. We'll roll out and caught at the 19-yard line. May have picked up a couple yards on the quick pass from Kamara to McCully. He'll get out to the 21-yard line. So 2nd and 8 now for Poland.
Yeah, good job by the safety and corner. They saw that coming, so they were able to come up, get off their blocks, and get on that. So that was a good job on there.
I want to welcome everybody who's joining us over here from Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2. Springfield with the commanding lead over Jackson Milton, so we'll break away from that game. We'll pick it up here on an any 8 matchup. As Verone will be the outside twin receivers, and McCully in motion from left to right. Kamara out to the right side, trying to look for a lane to run, and it'll be brought down at the 25-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd and 5 now for the Bulldogs. A little bit schoolboy right there.
Yeah, they're trying to, they're mixing it up a little bit. So 3rd and 4. I would say. Manageable. They should be okay on that.
I'll give them credit, actually, for one more yard. Sometimes the officials kind of throw me off here.
It's all right.
But we'll take a positive yard there. Maseko now will be the receiver to the far side. Pulling out. Receiver to the near side. It'll be Kamara in motion. Zipolitis will hand it off to Kamara. Kamara going to be brought down in the backfield. Nowhere to go. He'll get brought down on the Poland sideline. It'll bring up 4th down for Poland. And Poland will have to punt this one away to get the 3rd quarter started.
Yeah, they're trying to stretch it out, and they're widening their defenders out here at South Range, so they're just not able to outrun them.
Stefanson back to punt. He'll have his heels right at his own 10-yard line. 9:58 left here, 3rd quarter. Poland trails South Range by a score of 28-14. Low snap. Stefanson will pick this one up off the turf, and he'll get a high punt away and a fair catch at the 41-yard line. Ball's loose, but it's going to be covered up by the returner. And South Range will have the ball 1st and 10 right near their own 38-yard line. Poland looking for a break there, but South Range returner just able to reach out and grab that ball.
Yeah, Tommy Tillis, just let me tell you what. They're saying, okay, young man. Don't do that.
I'm sure his heart jumped a few beats.
Yeah, but he was able to jump on it. He stayed focused. He was able to get on it.
Not the idea of fumbling there, Coach. The idea of having to go over and face the coach on the sideline afterwards.
Yeah, they really didn't get on him. I watched him. He's on the sidelines. They're talking to him a little bit. That's all right.
3rd quarter just underway here at Raider Stadium. An absolutely beautiful facility here. Coach, has been a little while since we've been here, but a couple new structures here at the stadium. New concession stands, some new restrooms there to the north side of the stadium.
And on the other side, apparel. There's a lot of South Range apparel.
Absolutely. Take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update here. In the 3rd quarter, Salem makes a comeback. They take a 13-6 lead over Alliance. Ursuline still with a 14-0 lead over Austintown Fitch. Crestview 42, Brookfield nothing. Dover 17, Canfield 7. LeBray leads champion 22-7. Columbiana now with a 35-6 lead over Latonia. Girard and Lakeview all tied up at 6 that in the 3rd quarter. Lowville 26, Mineral Ridge 17. And Wyndham 46, Matthews 6. The Bombers breaking that one open. West Branch still with a 57-0 lead over Minerva.
You know who's been real quiet is Tafaro. We haven't really called his name.
You have to plan for that, young man, I'll tell you. Otherwise, he'll try to trade teams and spend the whole night in their backfield.
So apparently they're probably double teaming him.
Boy now in the shotgun, one running back to his left. So he'll keep it himself, trying to find some room. He'll make some contact in the backfield. He'll be brought down for about a 3-yard loss. 2nd and 13 now for the Raiders. Well read by the right side of that Poland defense.
And guess who gets up last? I just said his name. Tafaro was on the tackle.
Gave him the old Beetlejuice treatment, and he showed up.
I'll tell you what. Haven't called his name much today, if any, and call it, and he goes.
Yeah, really, they planned for him. One receiver to each side. They're wide. Kamara, one-on-one coverage to the far side. South Range moving left to right on your devices. 3 receivers now to the near side. Toy back to pass.
Got time, fires over the middle, is going to be caught. Past the midfield stripe and down to the 45-yard line. Enough for a South Range first down. That's going to be Heath Krause on the reception, 6'2", 205.
What they did was he rolled this way, and the defender from Poland broke it off, and he was able to hit him.
South Range go right back to the line again. Dominguez to the left of Toy. Toy back to pass, fires out to the left side, caught, and well defended by Vito Camara. He'll get out to the 41-yard line, pick up a 4, 2nd and 6. Now for South Range.
Yeah, all he did was he was the outside receiver. He ran just a slant pattern. That was a long throw, but he got it to him.
8:25 left here, third quarter. South Range 28, Poland 14. Receivers to the near side, wing to the left. Dominguez now to the right of Tristan Toy. They'll give it the handoff on the jet motion, and he'll get it out past the 40 down to the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 6. And that's going to be Troy Combs on the handoff there. He had a touchdown in the first half as well.
Yeah, that was, and Ricky Madeline was on that tackle as well.
Madeline, one of the big hitters here on the Poland defense. Still looking back at that opening kickoff for the season, we believe it's Ricky Madeline to make that hit.
Yeah.
We're still talking about that. Twin receivers to the far side now. Dominguez will go to the left of Toy. Wing to the right. That'll be receivers to the left now. Toy will take it off to the left side. Some room to run. He'll make some contact. Get past the 35 and down to the 34-yard line. Pick up a 7. It's going to be just enough for a South Range first down.
Well, I want to tell you what, I watched the offensive line, and they're pushing Poland not back very far, but they get them on their heels, and they're turning them, and they're giving them that alleyway. And that's a great job by the South Range offensive line.
Otto Zipolidis on the tackle for Poland. Little receiver to the far side this time. That'll be Nate Lewis. One receivers to the near side. Dominguez to the left of Toy. First and 10 from the Poland 34-yard line. Toy now, quarterback keeper, going to bring it upfield. Get out near the 30, inside the 30, and down to the 28-yard line. He'll be brought down by Miller.
When, on first down, when you're getting 5, 6, 7 yards of carry, it makes it so much easier for second and third down.
2nd and 4 for South Range. They'll mark the ball at the Poland 28-yard line. 7:09 left here in this third quarter. Poland, after getting the ball in the third quarter, had to punt it away. 3 and out for the Bulldogs.
And that's what they shouldn't have done. They had to keep possession and go down there and try to score. Keep the ball out of the offense's hands.
Toy now with the handoff to Dominguez. Dominguez going to break a tackle, and he's going to head to the end zone. Touchdown, South Range. 28-yard run for Aiden Dominguez. He gives South Range a 34-14 lead.
Yeah, you're not going to bring him down with an arm, and unfortunately they're reaching for this man, and you ain't bringing Menendez down with an arm. You have got to step up and take him on. I understand he's a big guy, but you have got to take this man on.
Second touchdown run of the night for Aiden Dominguez. 28 yards on the scamper. Raiders 34, Poland 14. South Range on for the extra point. Wait for the signal. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it is good. So 6:44 left here, third quarter. South Range with a 35-14 lead over Poland. We'll step aside for a 30-second break. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600, as well as Sports Radio 1240 WBBW. We're back right after this.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, Go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
6:44 left here, third quarter. And, of course, every third quarter is brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federals. After a 2024 playoff appearance, the Mahoning Valley Federals minor league football team is building for the 2025 season. For more information, call John Galbraith at 330-540-1099 or go to the team's Facebook page at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team. Plenty of announcements coming up for them, as well as other teams from around the Premier Amateur Football League there, encompassing Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia. And I'm sure it may expand as the offseason continues here. Poland to return this one here. Of course, all kickoffs are brought to you by Repair That Glass. Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. J.J. Fonda back to return for the Bulldogs. Kick this one off, and it's going to be a high kick right back to the goal line, and Fonda going to go back into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. You cannot bring it out of the end zone in high school here in Ohio. So Poland will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I like that rule. Just kill it, and that's it.
Well, I guess the question would become now, when does the lower levels under the NFL start to adopt the new kickoff return?
I really think it's going to happen. I really think you'll see it in college first, and then you will see it in the lower levels, or you'll see it in high school first.
You know, incidentally, we saw Canfield in that formation with 2 5-man lines and a returner back there, almost simulating the NFL and UFL kick return now.
Yep, absolutely. I like that look, too.
Interesting enough, and we'll go twin receivers to the far side, wing to the left. Zipolitis now at quarterback. And this one off to the left side. Nowhere to go. Chase Jones getting just out past the 20-yard line. May pick up a half a yard, not much more than that. Second down now for the Bulldogs.
Luke Starkey was right there. I mean, he beat his block, and he was able to bear hug and throw him right down to the ground for no gain.
6:26. Here's the clock. Will continue to run. Poland. Well, it's 2nd and 10, although the down markers moved about a half a yard. Zipolitis going to bring in the play from the sideline. A young freshman already with a 71-yard touchdown run tonight. Look at that. They really kept the young quarterback in check. They'll go I formation this time. Single receiver to each side. Zipolitis under center. He'll roll out to the far side, looking downfield. He's going to take it himself, tuck the ball, get upfield out near the 30-yard line. It'll be close to a first down. And I think he's going to have just enough as the line judge comes in and gives a signal. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, good job. That's what we should have been seeing when he rolls out to the right. A lot of times these guys were trying to fit it in there. You got that edge. Take what you can get on this.
1st and 10 for Poland. At the Bulldog 30-yard line, Zipolitis will continue to drive here. Coach Pavlansky will send him in with the play. Bulldogs trail the South Range Raiders 35-14 here in the third quarter. The receivers on the near side. Barone will be on the outside, wing to the right. Zipolitis in the shotgun. He'll take himself off the right side, brought down in the backfield. South Range defense coming in unblocked, unabated, and it's going to be a loss for the Poland Bulldogs.
In defense to him, he wanted to read that or do something with his own, and the running back he just blew out of there. So there was a broken play. So nothing against Zipolitis. I think there was a broken play. Something went wrong in the backfield.
Don Bailey on the tackle. It'll be now 2nd and 15 for Poland. They'll mark this one back at the Bulldog 25-yard line. Twin receivers to each side. Now Zipolitis in the shotgun. One running back to his left. Send McCauley in motion. Back to pass under pressure. And he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Aiden Dominguez in on the tackle.
amongst others, and I'm
trying to get a number.
I believe he's going to be assisted by Chad Bourne.
Yeah, Chad Bourne, absolutely. Wow, he just come flying out of there.
So third down now, ball all the way back at the Poland 19-yard line. They're going to have to get to their own 40 for a first down. So the Bulldogs going in the wrong direction here, trailing by 3 touchdowns. 4:35 left here, third quarter.
And Chad Bourne is a D end, and I mean he got a fire call and he went straight in there. Nobody touched him.
So 3 receivers to the near side, Poland rushing to the line. Kamara back to pass, looking down the sideline, and a little bit of contact there. Pass intended for Josh Maseko, but overthrew him, and that's going to bring up fourth down for Poland. They're going to have to punt this one away. Jake Stefanson on his way onto the field.
Yeah, he had him, but he overthrew him probably by 5 yards. But he had to, in defense of him, he had to get rid of the ball. He was getting some pressure.
Bulldogs not able to do much with the ball after getting a first down. Get out to the 30, but then go in the opposite direction. They'll have the ball marked at the 19. Stefanson will mark up right around his own 6-yard line. Good snap this time. Stefanson will have this one blocked as well. And South Range going to get the ball first and 10 at the 17-yard line, I believe, is where they're going to mark it. Second punt block of the night for the South Range Raiders.
I don't understand what Poland's doing up front. It looks like the whole defensive line is getting in there. I mean, that's terrible. I mean, by the time he gets the ball, they're right in front of him. He has no shot to kick it.
So Stefanson has his second punt of the night block, and South Range will start first and 10. As the officials will stop play here. Not sure what's going on. Ball at the 17-yard line. Although the scoreboard says the 19, so I don't know if they know something we don't know. As our referee and line judge will have a conversation right at the hash marks. Whatever it was, they worked it out. First and 10 for South Range. At the Poland 17-yard line. Tight formation for South Range. Heavy on the right side. Toy with the handoff to Dominguez. So that's not going to be Dominguez. That'll be a new running back for South Range. And he'll make his way out near the 10-yard line. That's going to be Colin Kay on the carry. 5'8", 125-pound freshman.
Might as well play it. You're this far ahead. Poland's done nothing offensively or stop you defensively. So rest your guys. Make sure nobody gets hurt.
Second and 3 for South Range. Good receivers to the far side. Wing to the right for South Range. Toy with the snap. He'll hand it off again to the freshman. Get out to the 9-yard line. Bring up third and 2 now for South Range. As we start to get some of the young guys in here now. Colin Kay, again, 5'8", 125-pound freshman. Listed as a wide receiver and linebacker, actually.
Well, they saw something out of him. They figured they might as well try him out and see what he can do.
Receivers to the far side now, third and 2. Way in the shotgun. On the read. He'll hand it off out to the far side. He's going to be undercut at the 12-yard line. Vito Kamara coming up to make the tackle. Young freshman getting a welcome to varsity football from Poland's Vito Kamara.
Chopped him down around the thigh, and he went.
The earth just kind of came out from under his feet there.
Head over heels, and he come down hard on that head. I hope he's all right, or shoulder.
Don't mistake Vito Kamara as a quarterback. Hey, goodness.
Ouch.
2:07 left here, third quarter. South Range will come on for the field goal. This will be a 28-yard attempt. Kick is up. And it is good. 1:55 left here in the third quarter. South Range extends their lead to 38-14 over Poland. We'll step aside for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX, AM 600, of course, Sports Radio 1240, WBBW. We're back right after this.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
WRQX, Salem, Youngstown, Warren. We are AM 600, The Patriot, a Cumulus media station.
Now we turn you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
1:55 left here, third quarter. South Range adds a field goal. 38-14 is the lead now for the Raiders. All of Poland scoring coming in the first half of the first quarter. The offense has been silent since then. South Range, really short kickoff. Fonda will pick this one up at the 6-yard line. J.J. Fonda taking it out towards the Poland sideline, trying to be chased down from behind. He'll turn the corner, get out to the 25, 30, and down past the 40, and he'll drive. Down to the 38-yard line. No, actually give him 39. And that's where Poland will take over first and 10 with 1:43 left here in the third. Of course, I'll remind you, this third quarter is brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federals. I want to thank John Galbraith and everybody over there at the Mahoning Valley Federals developmental football team as they join the PAFL coming up here for 2025. Of course, Matt Lipsack, Matt Emsch covering those games for them. If you're out of high school, college, even the pros, want to get back on the field, want to coach a little, give John Galbraith a call. I formation, Kamara under center. We'll give it to the tailback. That'll be Chase Jones. Jones past the midfield, straight down to the South Range 49-yard line. Be a first down for the Poland Bulldogs.
That's one of the best offensive plays they had since the first quarter. So they were able to hit that. They just got to keep working at it, chip away.
Poland makes it in the South Range territory. It's been a while since they've seen that end of the field. Seiko will be the single receiver to the far side. Single receiver to the near side. That'll be Barone. I formation. Again, handoff to Jones. Jones off the left side. He'll make his way upfield past the 40, 30, 25, and drag down near the 19-yard line.
I seen that 25-yard line. It popped up. It got him.
Chase Jones with another Poland first down with a minute 8 left in the third quarter. First and 10 for Poland. Clock will continue to run here. We'll hit a minute left in the third frame. Brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federals. Honoring the football tradition in the Valley as Maseko will be the receiver to the far side. Barone to the near side. Again, I formation. Mara under center. Hand it off again to Ricky Madeline this time. He'll pick up 2 or 3 yards on the play. He'll fall forward near the 16-yard line. Called to pick up a 3. 2nd and 7 now for Poland. Just about 30 seconds left here in this third quarter. World of difference here. Big, I guess it was monsooning over there in the Jackson Township area. Jackson, Milton over here in Beaver Township, not as bad.
No, not at all. They're letting it run.
Okay, we're about 8 seconds left here. Both teams will head towards the sideline. And we will wind down the third quarter here on the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week. So we'll step aside for a timeout. When we come back, our favorite fourth quarter of the Valley right here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX, and WBBW. We'll see. We'll be back on the other side of this break.
Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, Go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Fourth quarter action coming up here as we wind down week 6 of the Ohio high school football season. South Range with a 38-14 lead over Poland. We'll flip sides of the field. Poland now moving left to right on your devices, working out of the I formation. Kamara under center. Single receiver to the far side. McCauley be the tight end to the right. We wait for the whistle for play from our officials. Are under center now. Roll out to the near side, looking downfield, looking for McCauley, and it's going to be caught in the end zone for a Poland touchdown. 18 yards. Vito Kamara to McCauley. It's now South Range 38, Poland 20, pending the extra point. Yeah, he beat Gavin Hiscock. It had to be a perfect throw because the defense was right there. And he threw to the outside, and he was able to get that score. So good job for Poland. Just got to keep chipping away. He's still got time, but 3 scores.
Now the idea is you got to keep South Range out of the end zone. You got to keep them from getting a field goal.
Yeah.
As Poland now going to go for 2. Kamara in the shotgun. He'll have Sipolitis to his right. McCauley in motion from right to left. Kamara rolling out to his right side, trying to get upfield. He'll break loose back to the other side, looking for some room, and he'll go down. The conversion, no good. So with 11:53 left here in the fourth quarter, Poland now trails South Range by a score of 38-20. Down by 18 points. Now we have a moment to take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update here from around the valley. And right now, Alliance and Salem, they're all tied up at 13. Ursuline extends their lead to 21-0 over Fitch. Restview still with a 42-point lead over Brookfield. Dover 17, Canfield 7, LeBray 22, Champion 7. Columbiana 42, Leetonia 6. East Liverpool with a 21-0 lead over Cambridge. Girard, now you take the lead over Lakeview. Lakeview 13-6. That's been a 6-6 tie most of the game. Hickory over Niles 42-0. Cathedral Latin 63, Howland 14. That game is final. United Local 35, Lisbon 0. Millville with a 26-17 lead over Mineral Ridge. That reported in the third quarter. Liberty still with a 34-0 lead over Newton Falls. Struthers with an 18-0 lead over Hubbard. Hubbard still looking to put some points up, Coach. They were shut out last week, and they are on their way to being shut out again this week.
Yeah, not a good thing. Hey, we talked about that kickoff. Here you go.
Yeah, 5 men up front. They'll put 5 men just about, depending on how these guys are going to line up, about 10 yards behind them. And 1 returner back at the 10-yard line. So it looks like some of the coaches may be adopting. Here's Jay Stefanson going to go for, it looks like it's going to be an onside kick. Stefanson going to set this one up. He'll kick it right at the top of there. The ball on the turf, and it's going to roll right into the Poland sideline. And South Range will take over 1st and 10 with good field position. 11:53 left here in the game. Trying to find creative ways to stay in this one, but not able to get the onside kick that time.
Yeah, it was not a good kick. He was trying to get it to hop, and it just went straight out of bounds, so he didn't get the kick that he wanted.
First and 10 for South Range. They'll mark this at the Raider 43-yard line. Only taking his time. He'll bring the play from the sideline. Actually, they're going to move the ball up to the 48 this now. So I don't know if that was where it was first touched, or I guess we'll go with that.
That's why they wear those caps and them stripes.
One receivers to the near side. South Range quick pass out to the near side. It'll be complete. Ball's going to come loose, covered up by Poland at their own 44-yard line. That'll be Pano Zipolitas on the recovery. And Poland will get the ball. 11:44 left here, fourth quarter, trailing by 18.
Yeah, Nate Lewis had that ball and took off with it, and then somebody stripped him. Poland recovered, so Poland's looking pretty good at this point if they go down there and get a score.
A little life left here in the Bulldogs.
Plenty of time.
They get the turnover. They'll mark the ball at the Bulldog 44-yard line. 11:44 left here in this game.
Well, Jim, I'll tell you what, them French fries that these people are carrying, they're buckets, and boy, do they look good right now.
Of course, I want to remind you, of course, all of our fourth quarters are brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House. We'll talk about her in a moment.
Absolutely.
And this incredible lineup. As Zipolitas now trying to throw into the sideline. He'll be knocked out. Young freshman rolling out near the South Range sideline. They'll have to pick him up out of the bench somewhere, send him over, and Zipolitas limping a little bit here. A little bit of an ankle problem. Actually going to hold on to that cap. Maybe
he got a cramp.
And he'll go down here, and the clock will stop with 11:37 left here. Official timeout. Of course, everybody's favorite fourth quarter coach, Lena's Pierogi House, is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Visit Lena's on Facebook to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Call Lena's at 330-254-8532. But you know what? You don't have to go look that up, Coach. I've got it right here. Take a look at this week's lineup.
I can't wait. Dave warned me.
Unfortunately, they will not be open until Monday, but
that's terrible.
Spinach and feta. We can do that one. Bloomin' onion, cheddar, turkey and stuffing, loaded potato, spicy chicken. What's that word there, Coach?
Paprikash.
There we go.
Ooh, I may have to try. As long as she puts the sauce over top of it, maybe.
Maybe she'll do it by request.
She might do it.
Might do it by request. David Zipolitas walking to the Poland sideline here. Work that one out a little bit. Vito Kamara going to come back on. He's got to go out for at least one play, so Kamara will come in at quarterback for the Bulldogs. 11:37 left here in this Lena's Pierogi House fourth quarter.
You know what? I think I'm going to tag that this week one day. Tell Carol, let's go. We're going up to Lena's, and I may have to do that.
So you're going to go in there and make some suggestions?
No, I'm going to go in there and just eat until I fall asleep.
We've made that mistake before.
Oh, that paprikash is calling my name. I just love it.
Said it's got a little bite, huh?
Yeah, just enough. She puts just enough of that paprika in there and make it nice and reddish sauce, just like the Hungarians I used to go and help when I was a young lad down at the Franciscan Monastery on Belle Vista.
It's got a little spice to it, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the paprika. And then you get
paprika heavy. I thought it was just for dressing. How much of it do you have to put in there?
Well, the sauce is red. That'll tell you that.
So 2nd and 10 for Poland. Ball at the 44-yard line. Kamara now in the shotgun. They'll go heavy to the right, three receivers. Kamara going to fire out to his left side. Has a receiver one-on-one cut at the 31-yard line. J.J. Fonda on the reception. It's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs in South Range territory. They'll mark it at the Raider 30-yard line.
Great throw. It hung a little bit, but he ran underneath it, and I thought he was going to run out of real estate on the sidelines, but he was able to bring it in and keep his feet in.
So we're on a receiver to the far side, single receiver to the near side. I formation. Kamara with the handoff. Will break it to the outside. Got some room to run. Out to the 20 and down to the 15-yard line. Chase Jones on the run. And it's going to be another first down for the Bulldogs with 11:20 left here in the fourth quarter.
Well, Poland's got a little bit of life here, but they got to punch it in quick and then try to get them to still hold. So Poland's got some momentum. I just hope it isn't too late.
Ball now marked at the Raider 16-yard line. Clock will continue to run. 11:15 left here, fourth quarter. Okay, Dave says yes, she does. I assume that means does request. Is Kamara now going to take the ball himself, be brought down inside the 15. Down to the 12-yard line.
And they keep the clock running? He got thrown out of bounds.
Pick up on 4. Well, they're going to say his momentum stopped while he was going forward and was brought back. So that's an official thing. I know, Coach.
Or they have a dinner date.
Well, if it was raining, I would agree.
Come on, guys. He was out of bounds.
So 2nd and 7 now for the Bulldog. Kamara on the shotgun. Zipolitis to his right. Read option. He'll give it to Pano. Pano upfield. And he'll drag a few South Range defenders down to the 5-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Poland first down. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
Now they got to huddle up. Don't waste any time. Let's go. Let's move. Keep it going.
Oh, says she does put the paprikash sauce on the pierogies.
She does.
High formation. Kamara with the handoff. Chase Jones will get to the line of scrimmage. He won't go much further than that. 2nd and goal now for the Bulldogs at the Raiders' 5-yard line.
So wait a minute. She heard this?
No, I think Dave has probably had it.
Dave. He's probably had everything there, Hubbard guy.
The problem with that place is it's too close to his house. I would be so tempted to be there quite a bit.
Yes. I got you on that one. Absolutely.
I may give up cooking. I'm not sure. Not that I cook much anyway. But now Vito Kamara will spread out to the left wing. And Zipolitis will take a direct snap here. Pano Zipolitis will keep it himself, and he'll get back into the line of scrimmage. At best, Starkey will bring him down.
That's 2 linemen that hit him, and they just didn't look like they were blocked. That offensive line, they have got to do a better job. They got to get this in the score. They've wasted some time here. You got 3rd down and lost a yard.
A.J. Fonda will check in for the Bulldogs as well as Joey Barone. Kamara in the shotgun. Zipolitis to his right. On the read option. Kamara going to keep it himself, and he's not going to go anywhere. 4th down now for the Bulldogs. 8:42 left here on a running clock. And it looks like they're going to send on the field goal unit.
You got somebody down, Jim.
So South Range Raider player down at the 8-yard line. They're going to help him up. Luke Starkey there. No worse for the wear. He's going to jog it off, and
he's got to come off.
Officials say, well, yep, I think they agree with you.
Yeah, somebody goes down. You got to be down.
So 24-yard field goal attempt, if that's what Poland chooses to do. 8:33 left here in the game. That would put Poland down by 2 touchdowns. They would have to get the 2-point conversions as well, or at least 1.
Yeah.
Time becoming the problem for Poland with 8:33 left. Our referee will give the signal to run the clock. And we're at 8.5 minutes. Vaseka will come in to hold for Stefanson. 24-yard field goal attempt for Jay Stefanson. Wind to his back. Well, it depends on which side of the field you look at.
Yeah.
Flags going to our left is going left, and the flags on the goal post to our right are going right. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it is good. 8:06 left here in this 4th quarter. Poland adds 3. South Range still with a 38-23 lead over the Bulldogs. We're going to step aside for a timeout. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio. WRQX AM 600. We're back right after this.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
4th quarter continues here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX AM 600, The Patriot. as well as Sports Radio 1240 WBBW. Thank you for joining us here in Week 6 of the Ohio High School football season. Any matchup here is the Poland Bulldogs trail the South Range Raiders by a score of 38-23. Jake Stefanson with a 24-yard field goal. With 8:06 left here in the fourth quarter. Poland still trying to game plan for a comeback here. After this kick, we'll give you some scoring updates from around the valley. Ooh, easy for me to do. Stefanson now coming in the onside kicking formation.
We are still, there we go.
4 players to our near side, 6 players to the far side. Stefanson will have this lined up near the right hash mark. Almost like a UFL kick return formation. This one will hit the turf, and it'll be covered up at the 48-yard line. South Range will have the ball first and 10. 8:04 left here in this game.
Yeah, he's not getting the bounce that he needs. That was another one, kicked it straight to the front line guy, and it just can't do that. Now they really got to shut him down. Try to get the ball back. A lot of time.
Take a look at some of the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update from around the valley. As Ursuline with a big lead over Austintown Fitch. I believe that game may have gone final. Coming in from Ryan Bonacci. Ursuline, the last count, had a 21-0 lead. 35-0 is the lead now for Ursuline.
Wow.
Pitch to the outside for South Range. And Aiden Dominguez brought down in the backfield. Ball's going to come loose, but it's going to be covered up by South Range. And it'll be 2nd and 10 for South Range.
Keep your cool.
And Poland still trying to reach at that ball, coach, coming in, putting their hats on the ball.
Well, they're getting a little chippy out there now. So can't afford a 15-yarder. We're got a little conversation with the officials.
So no flags on the play. The beanbag came down to mark the fumble, but that's about it. Take a look again at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update. Alliance and Salem all tied up at 13. Ursuline with a 35-0 lead over Fitch. Crestview 57, Brookfield 7. Dover 17, Canfield 7. It's a final for East Liverpool. Potter, they get a 41-7 win over Cambridge. Girard leads Lakeview by a score of 13-6. Hickory shuts out Niles 49-0. Cathedral Latin in a final. They knock off Howland 63-14 as our officials headed back to their positions. Coach Bablansky coming onto the field, kind of throwing his arms up there, but and the Bulldogs will take a timeout. We'll keep it right here in the fourth quarter. 7:56 left in this game, week 6 of the Ohio High School football season. Thank you for joining us here on this Friday night. Some unsettled weather caused some issues across the valley. We have been relatively fortunate.
Pavlansky's given the Cap a whole earful, so apparently we didn't see something, but South Range got a little chippy with the Poland player, and that's why Poland retaliated, but there was no flags.
All right, so they'll speak at midfield. Fourth quarter action, West Branch 64, Minerva nothing. Liberty 34, Newton Falls nothing. Southern with a 30-7 lead over East Palestine. Springfield in the fourth quarter leads Jackson Milton by a score of 39-3. Strother still with an 18-0 lead over Hubbard. Hubbard, they haven't scored in at least, I'll say 7 quarters, if not more. Valley Christian 19, Wellsville 7. Harding with a 7-0 lead. That last report at the half over Solon. Western Reserve 36, Campbell 14. South Range now. Toy trying to take it to the outside, trying to find room to run, get past midfield. He'll get out to the 30. Flag comes in and into the end zone for the touchdown. 52 yards for Tristan Toy. However, see what the flag is as I see everybody walking back towards the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the end or whoever was on the end grabbed somebody and held him. That's why he was able to get through there. So I'm assuming that's what happened. So somebody got dragged down and there was a hold.
So a 52-yard touchdown run for Tristan Toy, wiped out by a penalty. Pavlansky pacing the sideline. Obviously not happy about something. High school football schedule coming up for tomorrow. Boardman will take on Cardinal Mooney. A lot to be made of that game there. Old Steel Valley matchup as well. Coming up against South Range. They'll move this ball back to the Raider 42-yard line.
A lot of time left.
For South Range, it's one of those things you don't want to let them hang around too much. For Poland, you're going to try to take advantage of everything you can. As Toy will bring in this play from the sideline. I remind you, coming up tomorrow night here on Western Reserve Radio, Allegheny Alligators will take on the Grove City Wolverines. That's going to be a 7 p.m. game. Screen over the middle for South Range. Caught. Brought out towards midfield. That'll bring up third down, but
got a whole lot of yards back.
Yeah,
nice chunk.
Called 3rd and 8.
So manageable for South Range, that's for sure.
College football tomorrow here on Western Reserve Radio. Of course, you can listen to Mark Means, Chris Birch, and all the action all along the Wolverine Sports Network. Twin receivers to the near side, wing to the right. Toy in the shotgun, Dominguez to his left. So the man in motion from right to left. Toy going to roll out. Fired. It's going to be caught at the 48-yard line and knocked out at the 39 for South Range. And that's going to be enough for a Raider first down.
First down!
Nate Lewis on the catch.
Well, Lewis has had a couple of great catches tonight. One twin receivers again to the far side. That'll be Lewis and Hiscox. Hand off to the left side there. It's going to be Dominguez. Past the 35 down to the 33-yard line. Flag on the play. And Angelo Angelilli took a late hit. Coming in from trying to get a number, but I believe that's going to be Chadbourne that is going to be the guilty party. So that's going to knock him back 15 instead of being 2nd and 5. Probably going to be 2nd and 20. 6:29 left here in the fourth quarter. Poland trails South Range by a score of 38-23.
You can't slam somebody in front of the official. You're going to get called for it every time, and that's exactly what happened. Can't lose their heads.
So Chadbourne will take the personal foul. They will mark this ball all the way back at the Poland 49-yard line.
Well, the South Range fans don't like it, but it was a clear personal foul.
Well, you got to give them a little bit of credit there.
Spoken like a true lineman.
Tight formation to the left side. Toy, back to pass, plenty of time. Stepping up, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Zippolitas made the initial hit, and then Vinny Tafaro coming in and doing the cleanup duty. And it'll be a sack for Zippolitas and Tafaro. And the ball now marked back at the South Range 49-yard line. 6 minutes left here in this fourth quarter. Of course, the Raiders not in any rush to get to that line of scrimmage.
No, not at all. Let the clock run. Poland's got to be smart here. Hold them, try to get them to punt. And then they've got to get down the field with hurry up.
Three receivers to the right. They'll go tight formation. Single receiver to the near side. We'll pitch this one out. Pass over the middle. It's going to be a screen, and it's going to be incomplete. Tried to get it out over the middle and just couldn't handle it.
And the reason why the throw was off is because they got to him very quickly. The line didn't do a better job. You got to engage and then release. They tabbed and gone. It would have been probably a score, but you can't put that much pressure on the quarterback. You got to give him a second.
Heath Cross was the intended receiver on that one. Kamara back to return the punt. His heels on his own 20-yard line. And it's going to be an end-over-end kick picked up. Well, Kamara's going to let this one go, actually. It'll roll back near the 12-yard line, down to the 11, and near the 10-yard line. So Poland, with 5:15 left here in this fourth quarter, will have 90 yards to go for the end zone. They trail South Range by a score of 38-23. Poland trying to put some things together here, but
they got to run their hurry up, though, Jim. He can't spend a lot of time walking their quarterback to the sidelines and running them out. He has got to get plays in fast. There should be 2 plays called or hand signals getting these plays in.
Well, now 1st and 10, actually given the 11-yard line, so 89 yards to go for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs 4-1 coming into tonight. Their first loss to Canfield. South Range coming in undefeated. Trying to stay perfect on the 2024 campaign. Man in motion, left to right. I'll hand this off, and he'll go down in the backfield. Kind of an awkward handoff from Zipolidis to Kamara.
I think it was going to be a pass.
So ball now will be back at the 6-yard line. So a loss of 5 on the play. 2nd and 15 for Poland. 4:50 left here. Clock will continue to run. And Pavlansky will come out and give the play to David Zipolidis.
Takes too much time doing it this way. They got to go in a hurry up. They got to be able to do this faster.
So Masenko, the single receiver to the far side, and we're going to get a whistle here as I believe Coach Pavlansky is going to take a timeout. 4:29 left here, fourth quarter. We'll step aside for a 30-second break as well. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We're back right after this. Nina's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and haluski. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
4:29 left here, fourth quarter. Poland now with the ball, 2nd and 6. Excuse me, 2nd and 16 at the almost 6-yard line. Zipolidis in the shotgun, man in motion, back to pass in his own end zone, under pressure. Zipolidis is going to escape, get to the far side. He'll have some room to run. He'll get out to the 10, 15, 20, 25, and he'll be brought down from behind near the 28-yard line. So David Zipolidis, actually, they'll tell us, say he went out at the 26.
First down.
Discount Sports scoreboard update. Mineral Ridge Rams now ahead of the Lowville Rocks by a score of 27-26, 92-yard touchdown by the Mineral Ridge Rams with 11:36 left in the fourth quarter. Right back to the line. Twin receivers to the far side. Back to pass. Zipolidis under pressure. See, that's going to be Kamara this time at quarterback. He'll make it out past the 30 and cut back inside down near the 34-yard line.
That's it. That's it. Hurry up. Here you go.
Clock will continue to run. With 3:53 left here, fourth quarter. Poland in a hurry-up offense. Twin receivers to each side. 2nd and 4. Kamara back to pass. Plenty of time. Directing traffic. Rolling out to the near side. Complete. And it's going to be caught inside Raider territory down at the 45-yard line. Yanni has Mihalis, and we got a flag coming in, and a second flag coming in from the back judge. He threw it like a javelin. And
looks
the
like
whole crew saw something.
I'm going to say against Poland, because they're backing up.
So, flag from the referee, the back judge, and the line judge. I don't know if it's all the same infraction, but the back judge tried to throw that flag about 30 yards. So our officiating crew will meet in the middle of the field. 3:29 left here in this game, pulling down 38-23 to South Range.
Well, not sure who that was on. As Mihalis was standing there, as well as Pano, Zipolitis. Ooh.
So
face mask. Wow.
So dead ball foul, though, as well. Personal foul against Poland. So they will add 15 on, subtract 15. So for all intents and purposes, this is going to offset.
Yeah, I just offset them.
So Poland now first and 10 at the Raider 45-yard line. 3:29 left here in this game. So Poland looking to get in the end zone quickly. If they can get 7, that will put them down by 8, or if they go for the 2. So still a path to victory here, but Kamara back to pass, stepping up over the middle, looking for Josh Maseko, who's going to overthrow him, had him down there on the post pattern.
Oh, yeah, they did.
But couldn't complete it. Kamara showing the arm, but overthrows Maseko by about 5 yards.
Yeah, he had him. He had to dime that right in there, and he just missed him.
2nd and 10 now for Poland. 3:20 left here, fourth quarter. Fourth quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, just in case you didn't hear. I think we've talked about the menu. I think we've even created a few new orders.
We might have to do that for her.
All right, Fonda and Verone, the receivers to the far side. McCauley and Maseko to the near side. Kamara rolling out to the far side. Under pressure, going to be brought down at the Poland 49-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 6. And to bring up 3rd down now for the Bulldogs. 3:08 here as the clock will continue to run. They'll actually mark the ball at the midfield stripe.
Luke Starkey, their kicker.
Yeah, Starkey shaking up a little bit earlier, but obviously bounced back well. We've watched that young man for a couple years here at South Range. 3 receivers to the near side. Kamara back to pass, 3-step drop, looks out to his left, nobody open. Steps up, fires over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted at the 40. By South Range, brought into Poland territory, knocked out of bounds at the 44. And South Range will take over with 2:33 left here in this game with a 38-23 lead. And what is a big game here in the NE8. It's like South Range well in control. Mark the ball at the Poland 44-yard line. 2:33 left. And South Range will go into a very low-tempo offense. Watch the play clocks. Clocks on both ends of the field here at South Range.
They also have Poland has 2 timeouts, but I can think it's irrelevant at this point.
Inga's now to the right of Toy. Single receiver to each side, wing to the left. Hand it off. Miller tracking him down, but he'll drag a couple of Poland defenders down to the 40-yard line. Pick up a 4 to be 2nd and 6 for South Range. Poland going to burn a timeout here. 2:24 left here in this game. Take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update from around the area. Should have some finals coming in here from around the valley. Crestview now, they get the 57-7 win over Brookfield. East Liverpool downs Cambridge 41-7. Girard gets the 13-6 win over Lakeview. Hickory shuts out Niles 49-0. Cathedral Latin 63, Holland 14. That is a final as well. Mineral Ridge 28, Lowville 26. Wyndham 60, Matthews 6. West Branch, I believe that's going to be final too. They can get a 64-0 win over at Minerva. Liberty, at last count, still has a 34-0 lead over Newton Falls. Struthers 18, Hubbard nothing as South Range now back on the field, 2nd and 6. Ball at the Poland 40-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side, wing to the right. Hand off on the jet motion. Poland it over, pursue it in the backfield. He'll make his way out to the 38-yard line and be brought down out of bounds. On the South Range sideline, Troy Combs on the run for South Range.
Yeah, he just, he got a few yards on it, but he just couldn't get to the corner fast enough. Poland was right there. I got to believe this will be 2-down territory anyway.
Yep, 3rd and 4 for South Range. Coming up next Friday here. Talk about the game next week here. Hand off to Toy, actually, from Dominguez. Toy, with nowhere to go, will just go down, let the clock run, and bring up 4th down. It'll be a loss of yards. Ball at the 48-yard line. Poland will take a timeout. Next Friday, we'll be back at Pavlansky Field in Poland as the Bulldogs will host the Niles McKinley Red Dragons. 6:35 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX AM 600. Of course, coming up tomorrow, we have college football. The Allegheny Alligators will take on the Grove City Wolverines in a night game.
So, is it Allegheny Alligator?
There you go.
What is it? Is there some...
I didn't know there were any alligators in Allegheny, but maybe in the river. I don't know. Allegheny back in the PAC, their 2nd year back. Of course, with the news that the Carnegie Mellon Tartans will be leaving the PAC. So some things coming up there, some changes. Which can join Mark Means and Chris Birch on the Wolverine Sports Network right here on Western Reserve Radio. Also catch it on Live 365, the app. Tune in. All your favorite places.
Here you go.
South Range now 4th and 8. And I believe this is going to be a field goal attempt, Coach. Luke Starkey going to come in here and this is going to be a 59-yard field goal attempt. And at this point, why not? And South Range says, well, let's talk about that first. They'll take a timeout. Keep that right here. All right, then.
What do you got to lose? Wait a minute.
I'm interested to see if they're going to let them do it or not.
I think offense is coming back. And Tristan Troy's coming back in. Or Toy, rather, excuse me. Is coming back in.
All right. That would have been an interesting one. I can't say I would have been excited to see that.
Be as good as a punt.
I guess.
Of course, he gets it down there.
I want to thank our 4th quarter sponsor, Lena's Pierogi House. Of course, Lena's is the home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Visit Lena's on Facebook to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Call 330-254-8532. So, nope. Punt team will come on for South Range. Snap is back, and they'll kick this one away. And we'll head towards the end zone, and South Range will down this one near the 1-yard line. So 1:56 left here in the game. Poland will have 99 yards to go, trailing South Range 28-23. Dave reminds me the pregame for Grove City tomorrow will be at 6:15. 6:15 indeed. Of course, indeed. And for Lena's, what is this, the lineup this week? I say go to the Facebook page and look, but we've got it right here. We've got an insider list here of this week's specials, including spinach and feta, bloomin' onion, cheddar, turkey and stuffing, loaded potato, plain potato, spicy chicken paprikash. All right. So, 1st and 10 for Poland. Hippolytus with the pass down the sideline. Going to be caught one-handed near the 15-yard line. 1st down for Poland. Trying to get a number on that. I believe that might have been Okay, we were trying to get a number on that one, but that might have been Oliver McCulley on the reception on that one. So first in. Okay, so Vito Camaro on the reception, I believe is what you're trying to say. Okay, we can see it to the far side. Set a man in motion from left to right. That'll be Fonda. 2 receivers to each side now. Fires out to the side, out to the flats. Pass intended for Fonda, incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Poland with 1:46 left, trailing South Range by 15. Miles losing to Hickory tonight. He gets shut out. Hubbard, by last count, still being shut out as well, Coach. And after a great 4-0 start where the offense was clicking on all cylinders, they have yet to score in the last 2 weeks.
Strength of schedule, too. You know, they got wins, but what is the win percentage of the first 4 teams that they faced?
Interesting questioning there. Back to pass is Zippolitis. He'll fire out. Pass was intended for McCulley. McCulley not able to catch up with that one. So 3rd down for Poland, 1:39 left here in this game.
Yeah, it sailed on him. He was running around there, and then he started forward, and unfortunately, you got to set your feet and get them shoulders square. You can't move forward and try to hit somebody who's running down the field away from you.
David Zippolitis at quarterback. 3 receivers in the near side, including Maseko and Hasmahalis. Hasmahalis now will go to the far side. Twin receivers to each side now. David Zippolitis back to pass, stepping up in the pocket. Room to run. He'll get past the 20, out to the 25, and he'll go out of bounds. Clock will stop with 1:32 left, and he should have enough for a Bulldog first down. Interesting call here at the end of the game, putting the young freshman in a quarterback.
Yeah, and he's that time he got hit, he's been favoring his one leg. So
looked maybe like an ankle or something.
Yeah. I don't think it's anything severe, but he's not. Although he could flat out fly still, even with a bad wheel.
1 receivers each side now. Zippolitis in the shotgun. Back to pass, fires out to his left. That's going to be caught at the 30-yard line. Clock will continue to run. Poland will have to get right back to the line. J.J. Fonda on the reception. 2nd and 5 now for the Bulldogs. Right back to the line. Zippolitis back to pass, looking out to his left. Fires again, almost picked off. That ball sailed out of bounds, though. Went off the fingertips of a Raider defender. Bring up 3rd and 5. Clock will stop with 1:08.
Yeah, that was that could have got ugly real quick.
Poland with the clock stopped. We'll go to a huddle. Rowan receiver to the far side. Maseko will be the outside receiver on the trips formation to the near side. Zippolitis stepping up in the pocket, looking for room to run. He'll get out to the 40 and brought down near the 43-yard line. First down for Poland. Clock will stop long enough to reset the markers with 1 minute even left in this game. Referee will give the signal to move the clock. And Zippolitis will spike this one. It'll stop the clock. 56 seconds left in the game. Poland just not able to get the ball down the field.
They're trying to make it at least look presentable.
42-yard line is the spot on the Poland side of the field. 56 seconds left in the game. South Range 38, Bulldogs 23. As we head towards the end of week 6 here on the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week. Great crowd on hand on both sides of the field. Rain has fortunately held out for us as they go twin receivers to each side. Zippolitis in the shotgun. 3-step drop. That's going to be Camaro now at quarterback. He'll roll out to his left. Fire, and it's going to be cut at the 40-yard line. He'll cut back in and fight his way down inside the 30, 25. And he'll drive his legs and down to the 23-yard line. Trying to get a number on the reception there. I couldn't get it because there were about 10 maroon jerseys on top of him. Angelilli on the reception for Poland. Thank you, Mr. PA announcer.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 for Poland. We're going to have a South Range player down. So while we have an opportunity here, we'll let them attend to them. We'll take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update from around the Valley. We have had some out-of-control scores tonight. Alliance. It's a final. They get a 20-16 win over Salem. Ursuline finishes off Austintown Fitch 35-0. Crestview 57. Brookfield 7. And that young man will get up, walk off the field. No problem. LeBray, they get a win over Champion 36-13. Columbiana knocks off Latonia 49-6. East Liverpool gets the win over Cambridge 41-7. Hickory shuts out Niles 49-0. Poland will see those same Red Dragons next week at Pavlansky Field. Cathedral Latin 63, Howland 14. It's Poland now will go back to the line, 1st and 10 at the greater 23-yard line. Clock will begin. Kamara back to pass, steps up, has room to run. He's going to run out towards the sideline, and he'll go out of bounds near the 8-yard line with 30 seconds left in this game. Kamara looking downfield, no options, nothing open. It's not enough to get out of bounds.
But he had a good lot of green in front of him. I think he made the right call on that and was able to get out of bounds. So ball on about the 7-yard line, we'll say.
Also a final out in Beloit. West Branch 64, Minerva nothing. Wow.
West Branch got their stuff together, too.
Joe Simon and the Liberty Leopards get the 48-0 win over Newton Falls.
There we go.
Southern 44, East Palestine 21. Well, 1st and goal now at the 7 for Poland. Send a man in motion from left to right. Kamara back to pass, looking in the corner of the end zone. And it's going to be thrown, and it's going to be caught, but out of bounds to the far side. I believe that was Angelilli on the reception for that one as well. But, Josh Maseko, excuse me.
And I'll tell you what, he went up high to get that. That was a great catch. Unfortunately, he was about a yard out of bounds. That was a great effort.
Ran out of real estate. Another final, Coach. Struthers, 25. Hubbard, nothing. For the second week in a row, the Hubbard Eagles get shut out. 2nd and goal from the 7 for Poland. Kamara rolling out to the near side. Fires into the end zone. Overthrows Maseko.
He had him.
And it'll bring up 3rd down for Poland. Clock will stop at 21 seconds left.
See, he keeps rolling flat down the line. What he's got to do is once he gets down the line, he's got to attack the line of scrimmage, square them shoulders up so he can get a good throw. Because what's happening is I've said this before, if you're drifting right and the receiver's going right as well, it's too hard to hit him on the dead run.
Yeah, it might even draw the linebackers a little bit there.
Yeah.
Maybe a defender slow down a little bit, but nonetheless, 3rd and goal from the Raider 7-yard line. Back to pass is Ippolitis out into the end zone. Caught by McCauley into the end zone. 7-yard touchdown reception with 17 seconds left in the game. 38-29 is the South Range lead now. David Ippolitis with a touchdown pass. Not much time left here for the Bulldogs.
No, I hate to say it, unless they get the onside kick. That party is over, baby. Great effort coming down the road, but you lost the 3rd quarter, and you needed to do something.
So McCauley's 2nd touchdown of the night. Only getting an 18-yard touchdown reception early in the 4th quarter. We'll keep it right here. Sure, we will see Jay Stefanson attempt the onside kick again. I want to remind you, coming up, Poland will host Niles Red Dragons next week back at Pavlansky Field. 6:35 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff. You're on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX, AM 600 The Patriot.
And Niles is not having a good year. I really thought Niles was going to be better this year than what they are. They just ran into some struggles. I don't know if it's injuries or whatever.
Tough year for the Niles Red Dragons. We're having an enviable task to coming to Pavlansky Field next week. So Stefanson now going to line up on the right side again. Attempt to kick this one towards the Poland sideline. Line up with 6 players to Jay Stefanson's left or to his right. 17 seconds left here in the game. Poland trails by a score of 38-30. And Stefanson hasn't really hit the...
Yeah, he's got to get to top of that ball better.
Stefanson now marking off some yards here. He's going to take his time on this one. Get it right. 10 seconds left on the play clock. And this one not going to be hit as well either. Nope. It'll be recovered by South Range at their own 42-yard line. So with 15 seconds left here in the game, South Range will only have to take a knee to end this one. Poland will move on to next week at 4-2. South Range will be 6-0. South Range going into the victory formation, and this should wrap it up. As Toy will take the knee. And that will bring us to the end of week 6 of the Ohio High School football season. As the South Range Raiders, they'll get the 38-30 win over the Poland Bulldogs. We'll step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we'll give you a scoring recap. And talk a little bit about some scores around the valley. All that and more coming up here on the postgame show. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We're right back after this.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Cobras Football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Post game here at Raider Stadium in Beaver Township. Raiders get the 38-30 win over the Poland Bulldogs. Scoring went like this. It would be Poland right out of the starting block. 7:33 of the first quarter would be Vito Kamara on an 8-yard touchdown run that would give Poland a 7-0 lead. At 5:17 of the first quarter would be David Zipolidis on a 71-yard touchdown run. They would give the Bulldogs a 2-touchdown lead, and then with just 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Troy Combs would get in the end zone for the Raiders their offense would get going. They would cut the lead to 14-7. Second quarter action, it would be Tristan Toy on a 5-yard touchdown run at 7:31 that would tie this game up. And then at 1:29 of the second quarter, just before halftime, Aiden Dominguez would go 11 yards into the end zone. South Range would take the 21-14 lead at the half. 6:44 of the third quarter, Aiden Dominguez again on a 28-yard touchdown run would increase the lead for South Range to 28-14. And then Luke Starkey would hit a 28-yard field goal with 11:55 left in the third quarter. Fourth quarter action, Vito Camaro would hit Oliver McCulley on an 18-yard touchdown pass. And then at 8:06 of the third quarter, Stefanson would hit a 24-yard field goal. And then David Zippolitis would hit Oliver McCulley on a 7-yard touchdown pass with 21 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Stefanson would attempt an onside kick, but that would fail, and that would bring us to our 38-30 score. South Range will get the win tonight. They will be first place in the NE8. Take a look at some of the numbers here for these teams' first downs. Poland with 31, South Range with 22. South Range, of course, not in as many third down situations. They were able to move the ball tonight. For Poland, rushes 39 carries for 293 yards. South Range, 36 carries for 139 yards. Poland averaging just about 7.5 yards per rush. South Range 3.9. Coach, so they were able to move the ball on the ground. But again, some maybe a little bit deceiving because some of those runs, like the 71-yarder, really kind of it gives you like a misconception.
Yeah, absolutely. They just killed the third quarter. Killed them. They really needed to do better in the third quarter, and they came out and they needed a long drive and they didn't, and those things hurt them. So again, they got to get better. They play Niles next week, so just get better every week and do what you can do. And this is a good football team. South Range proves that year after year how good they are. So, and there's all seniors out there, so it remains to be seen.
Third down conversions for Poland. They were 8 of 14. South Range 7 of 10. And really no fourth down conversions to speak of for tonight. As we try to get a little bit more of an update, get you some more inside numbers here. Unofficially here is Vito Camaro going 6 for 15 for 109 yards. And Zippolitis 2 for 8 for 18 yards. But, of course, Zippolitis having the 71-yard touchdown run. They gave them the 14-0 lead early. For receptions, it would be Angelilli with 1 reception for 35. Fonda, 2 for 31. McCulley, 3 for 27. Of course, 2 of those were 4 touchdowns. Yanni Hazmihalis, 1 reception for 21. And Kamara had 1 himself for 13 yards. For South Range, receptions there would be Slana, 2 receptions for 20 yards. Gavin Nagy, 2 receptions for 10 yards. Troy Combs, 1 for 8. And Aiden Dominguez, 1 for 5 yards. But Dominguez, 17 carries tonight for 93 yards. We expected him to be tough to stop. And then for Poland, David Zippolitis, 7 carries for 117 yards. He would lead the team in rushing for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs will go on next week to take on Niles. Right back at home there, Coach, at Pavlansky Field. A disappointing loss for the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
But something to build on here. 4-2, certainly looking towards the playoffs here. And problem for them, though, some of these teams' computer points are going to be a little bit low here. Of course, Niles not getting a lot of wins there. So Poland can only do what they can do to control that. And of course, look towards maybe week 11 there. We'll try to figure out which side they're going to be on, whether it's going to be a home or an away game.
Yeah, that's just how it goes. But if you want to help yourself out, you got to win as many, if not all of them, the rest of the year. I just realized we're halfway done with this regular season. This is crazy.
Just beginning the second half here. We talk about the fastest 10 weeks of the year, and certainly this is it. Got a correction note for Vito Camaro. He was 7 of 16 for 141 yards passing tonight. Want to thank John Alsop for all the statistics here as we wrap up week 6. We're going to step aside for one more timeout. We come back, we'll give you some scores from around the valley, and we'll wrap it up here from Raider Stadium. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We're right back after this.
Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week on the iMedia One Network.
Back here one last time at Raiders Stadium in Beaver Township, the South Range Raiders, they get the 38-30 win over the Poland Bulldogs. We take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update from around the Valley. More games going final here as the Lions get the 20-16 win over Salem. Ursuline shuts out Fitch 35-0. Crestview 57, Brookfield 7. Last count, Dover had a 17-7 lead over Canfield. We're not sure if that's a final or not. LeBray 36, Champion 13, Columbiana 49, Latonia 6. East Liverpool, the Potters, they get the 41-7 win over Cambridge. Girard gets a 13-6 win over Lakeview. That is two future opponents for the Poland Bulldogs. Hickory shuts out Niles 49-0. Cathedral Latin 63, Howland 14. United Local shuts out Lisbon 42-0. Not sure about a final score here, but Mineral Ridge, they get the win over Lowville. They make the comeback. And Matthews shuts out Wyndham. Okay, I don't know if this is Coach. I don't know if this is an odd one because Wyndham was showing a 60-6 lead, and now it's a 76-60 win for Matthews over Wyndham. So
remember, that's the, what is it, 6-man, 8-man football?
Okay, so that's more like arena ball scores there. All right. So West Branch, they shut out Minerva 64-0. Liberty shuts out Newton Falls 48-0. Southern 44, East Palestine 21. Struthers shuts out Hubbard 25-0. Springfield gets the win over Jackson Milton 39-3. Harding over Solon 24-0. Warren JFK 27, Mogador 8. McDonald, they shut out Waterloo 35-0. Western Reserve gets a 36-14 win over Camel. And Farrell gets the win over Wilmington 38-0. That, of course, over on CityView Sportscast. Coming up tomorrow in high school, it'll be Boardman taking on Cardinal Mooney East at Doane Community. And Kennedy Catholic on the PA side, they will host Iroquois. And also Sharon will head to Meadville. Here on Western Reserve Radio, of course, at 6:15, we will have the pregame show as Grove City will host the Allegheny Alligators. One of the night games over at Grove City College. And if you haven't been to the game at night over Grove City, I highly recommend it. There's actually no charge to get into the game. Great atmosphere. And Grove City undefeated right now. Coach Andrew DiDonato and crew over there are putting together a fantastic program. And we had an privilege of seeing them play St. Vincent last week down there, other than a little bit of rain. Had a great time there with Mark Means, Dave Ferris, as we produced that one right for Western Reserve Radio. I want to thank Ryan Briggs for that one as well. Had a great time, but of course, they will be back here tomorrow night, 6:15 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff as Grove City, ranked number 9 so far this year, Coach. And then, of course, next week, Niles Red Dragons will head to Pavlansky Field to take on these very same Poland Bulldogs. So plenty coming up here, and I'll remind you to go over to the youngstownphantoms.com. Check the schedule there, as the Phantoms will be back here on Western Reserve Radio. So, Coach, for Poland, got to rebound this week, get back home, put some things together, and get through the latter half of this season as they prepare, hopefully, for a playoff appearance. 16 teams making it. We have to assume that unless something catastrophic happens, the Bulldogs will be in the mix as well.
Yeah, I don't expect them not to be with all the teams that they take, so they should be fine.
And certainly, we will be excited to be back at Pavlansky Field. Again, 6:35 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff right here on Western Reserve Radio. So, for the coach, Bob Gessler, for Dave Ferris back in the Gessler Propane Studio, I'm Jim Craven. Thanks for joining us again here on Western Reserve Radio for the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week. And we look forward to having you all again as we do it again next Friday right here on the iMedia One Network. And we hope you have a fantastic weekend.
Good night, all.
Thank you for joining us for this special presentation of Western Reserve Radio. And we now return to our regularly scheduled programming.